Morning. Good afternoon.
Good night.
Whoa, just 1 second. Morning.
Man, I got this last push on gold as it was pushing up on the 30 minute. Got this last push on gold.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. The thing is with gold, the daily candle, I think it's creating this lower wick to continue bullish, but it will need something really, really strong fundamentally to change for it to continue bullish. Because then for it to continue bullish, it needs to what? Go beyond 1471. After 1471, it's going to go bullish. So 1471 is going to be a key area there. Let's look at it.
Yeah, I don't know why gold dropped because daily was very strong.
Yes. Yes, man.
Yeah, maybe this can be just a wick to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's the wick, I think good buys are going to be above like 1470, 1469. Because that was resistance there yesterday, and then price created support yesterday there, and then it dropped.
Dude, when you did the simulation last time, around around when the market started opening, the American market, then always push up, right? Gold?
No, it pushed up because the momentum was up, there was range to be filled, and price is creating support.
Okay.
Yeah. Different. You know, here we have resistance here at 1468, 1469. And it's not going to push up because it's not like every time the market open gold is going to push up. No, it's not going to work like that. That different things you have to take into account. The 4-hour candles, the 1-hour candle, if there's range to be filled, if there's support being made, if gold is ranging, you know, all those things that come into play. That case in the simulation, that was a very isolated scenario. Yeah. Yeah, so these things, they do happen, but not all the time. You know, but when they do come about, you're just like, okay, you know what? I've seen this happen a lot of times, and I'm going to execute on it. Yeah, man. GJ's approaching some sort of a support here. It's going to be interesting. Hey, how's it going?
GJ surprised me. Left a long wick and continued down on Asian. I still don't see this going down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Sad, how you doing?
Hey Sam, good question.
I'm the same. I think unless GJ breaks the low of like today and yesterday's candle, I think we should still go up.
Yeah, me too. I mean, daily, not. We're still bullish on the daily.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it goes below this level, maybe you can see that range filling that low that made on Asian, but
Yeah, if it stays below 140,600, it's going to retest the low it made at Asian.
Yeah, Raj, if you just have a look on the daily, because we kind of had that like big range and we kind of spiked out of it yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's whether, my theory is obviously if it's going to go bearish, it's going to break back into that range that it's broken out of. If it stays, as long as it stays above that grey box we've got marked there, then I'm still bullish on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a nice daily wick fill if we can get that.
Yeah,
I was expecting a bullish move like the two previous 1-hour candles, but it went all the way down, so I don't know, there's still room to go up.
Alright, so good. Your JPY here. 4 hours bullish. Yeah, your JPY is also bullish. It's got this range here to fill. The 4 hour it just needs to create some sort of support here, your JPY. I think it is kind of trying to create support. Because this is the most recent support. This is the most recent resistance. This over here, this I ignore. Because this...
that's like a pay count.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to look where most of the candles rejected, so that's just for one. And if you compare to more than 10 other candles that's rejected from the same price.
Yeah, exactly. So this could work out if it creates a support. A candle closes bullish. There's a high chance we're gonna fill this whole area. Come up here.
Yeah, even though for me it's like the second retest, so I take the first one, for example this one, and after the move is done, the second one always can be more risky than the first one. See, like the first one will the momentum was strong. You see this candle, how strong it closed, so made this retest and continuation. So the first one is always better if you can catch it.
Yes.
Yo, you made your day already, or what?
What?
You made your day already.
Yes.
Yeah, he's always taking everyone else's signals, this Raja.
Well, Simon posted in the chat. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense to buy his. Got like 10 pips and then it closed.
Nice.
What was my close price? I think it was right at the top.
Yeah, because he's doing like a 4 hour reset. That's why I said like close some like
Yeah, I closed at 1468.06.
Oh, perfect. Right at the top.
Right at the top.
Yeah, I've held one at break even just because I kind of still think this has got the legs to go higher.
Yeah, man. You have the right entry.
Mm-hmm.
Today is very quiet on the fundamental side.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly quiet week, isn't it? Like news-wise. I had a brief look yesterday.
Yes. We got a CPI here later on.
US?
Oh no, it's tomorrow. CAD CPI.
CAD CPI, okay. What, today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. GJ. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll try something with the audio over here. you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear anyone right now. Oh, maybe no one wants to talk to me this morning. Okay, perfect. Oh, someone said loud music. Interesting.
Few charts to look at in the chat, Rakeel.
Yeah, I had an unlucky trade this morning with gold. I'm really sad about it.
Unlucky. Why unlucky?
I saw a rejection at the resistance on the 15-minute, and I put an extra big stop loss this time because I didn't want to get wicked out. And then my broker decided to up the spreads by 2.5 pips more. So normally it's 1 pip spread, and now it was 3.5 or 3.6 pips. So it still hit my stop loss, even though the wick didn't hit my stop.
Oh, that's
and then
unfortunate.
it's continued down, like, let me see, it continued down 50 pips.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So when you put your stop, do you always calculate your spread in your stop loss?
Yeah, normally I do.
Yeah.
But this time I put an extra big one on it, but it gold does that sometimes, I guess. It wicks really hard up and then collects some kind of liquidity, I think.
Yeah.
To go
Did
back
you
down.
Did you notice the time that it happened? Was it around London Open potentially?
It was 1.5 hours before London Open.
Okay.
So I entered on the, I think it's 7:30 or it's 6:30 for GMT. 6:30, right?
Yeah.
I entered then on the 15 and put the wick way above the last 3 wicks, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. And I didn't re-enter or something, so.
Oh, here.
I'm just trying to see.
I think a good entry would have been after this candle right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sell the low of that candle.
Yeah.
Your wick candle.
Yeah.
With a stop above that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a bit unlucky there, to be fair. A bit unlucky.
Yeah, because this candle was bullish. This candle was weak bearish, no indication for sells. This candle was weak bullish, again, no indication for sells. Yeah. Right? This candle was bearish, strong bearish, so this would have indicated for sells. You know, so.
Yeah, I should have taken on the bigger bearish candle.
Yeah, I think these two were wrong entries right here because, I mean, just look at the size of the candles, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. So,
yeah, maybe a bit too quick on the entry.
Yeah, you should have waited for that bearish candle to form.
And I didn't re-enter because I was a little bit demotivated, so that's, yeah.
The best would be to enter on the retest.
Yeah. So when the big bearish candle, so to say, went down and ended, and then the next one wicked up, but then continued to break the low, and then I should have entered probably.
Yeah, you should have entered after this candle formed with a stop above the candle.
Yeah.
So you could have entered anywhere on that new wick on the next candle, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And
I mean,
that's it. Just, you know, logical things that make sense.
Yeah, I see it now. Makes sense.
Last night I actually got in on a wick fill at 68.43, and I had my stop loss at 69.40, and the spread actually hit me at 69.25, and then it pushed down like 40 pips. So
yeah,
similar happened to me too.
Hey,
it was really frustrating.
So whoever sent this chart, please. I mean, what is this? You need to do more labeling, you know, like this chart. See how nice it is? Clean candles, labeling. This is garbage. There's nothing, man. You have to label something at least over here.
Yeah, that's resistance. Doesn't show anything.
continue down here.
I don't like to trade it when different time frames don't match up with each other. Like on the lower time frame, I see different thing, and higher time frame, I see different thing. I just avoid it. Like for example, on daily, it's like a retest, and on lower time frame, maybe you have a breakout, but which time frames are stronger? Like higher time frame prevails, so can't trust a lower time frame before a higher time frame.
Yeah, but thing is, like the lower time frames, they will flip first. They will give you indications that okay, now it's changing, so that's gonna overall change the higher time frame.
Yeah, that's true, but
That's
when
how I look at it.
Daily is, for example, when daily is at support and lower time frames will break that support, for example, for 20 or 30 pips, that's when I would take that trade on the retest.
Okay.
But not if we don't have a clean breakout on lower time frames.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have a rule like I need a breakout of at least 10, 20 pips.
So here on GJ, you wouldn't be looking for sells here because the trend is up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But just the way daily looks like, I don't trust it. I mean, even on the 4 hour, we're still at support.
Yeah. Not really. Like I mean, cause the way how
we are in between two ranges.
Yeah.
And it's not that big a range, and it's not a typical good setup for me.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. So you look for something else, and I look for, like, you know, like for me, this would be a good trade because there is enough range for me to grab this move. That's what I'm.
Yeah, but for example, if I would want here to take a trade, I would need a very good, strong bearish candle to close. Then on the retest, maybe I could enter to come here.
Yeah.
But for example, how it looks like now, it's not enough.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because you got support like 140.40. What's that? That's only like what, 15 pips away. I'd still, on GJ, I'd still rather wait for a buy setup and take buys, but let's see. I know, I know you like this trade, Raja, because you got that 15 pip range to potentially grab.
Oh yeah, but like at the same time, this 30-minute, like, you know, it will at least fill the wick, you know. So this points to me that okay, we will head down. Yeah, but at the same time, like, you know, as he had said, it needs like this 30-minute needs to close below, you know, 140,600, because obviously the 15-minute is closing below there, but the 30-minute has to close here too.
Yeah,
because at the same time I'm looking at this rejection there, this rejection there, this move up, so you know this has to close below this area for me to say okay, now we can confidently go down. But then I'm not going to turn around and look at the daily and say, oh no, the daily has to flip first, because I've always traded the way that okay, the smaller time frames will start to move first, and that will in turn flip the higher time frame. So let's say Simon, right? So you had the gold buys. So if the daily on gold flips bullish, then you can say, oh, look, I had the perfect buys from the bottom, and now the daily has flipped and my buys are still in.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Like obviously the smaller time frames forge the higher ones, but I'm always getting my bias by looking at the higher ones first, and then I'm looking for the smaller ones to tell me I'm right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. What's this? Low created, waiting for retest to be created for sells. Someone's looking for sells on gold. Someone said, is that Sean Lee? No, that's Simon.
Sean Lee.
What
What an
from the
insult.
UK, but
I don't know why he had sells at 1470. I just don't understand. But anyway,
Just selling resistance, buying support. That's the
why are you
logic
talking?
behind it.
Why are you talking off, Rakeel?
Oh no, nothing. I don't want to get into conspiracies.
Okay.
Alright, someone sent the chart.
I think they're just trying to call like big moves. Like, gold reached a big, strong zone, then they just call the opposite. Six minutes until we have a close.
Testing.
Can hear you.
1 2 1 2.
You got a new setup, Rakeel? What are you testing?
Yeah, I got this new setup,
Nice.
but the sound of the music in my ears is too loud.
Oh, I can't even hear the music.
Oh, you can't hear the music?
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, me neither.
Rakeel, you've got that blue mic
Yes.
that is like a ball.
Snowball.
Snowball. Got the snowball set up. So far, your JPY is still at that area there, just waiting.
Like a lion.
Someone said, Sia talks like my university professor.
Like what?
Like, yeah, their university professor.
Damn, I sound old maybe.
Yeah, like slow and old.
It's not my language, that's why I speak slowly.
Yeah.
Because I have to think before saying a word. I mean, you guys talk very fast.
Yeah, I talk really fast.
Yeah. Even though I progressed very well in the last 2 or 3 years. Because when I would hear someone speak, it was just too fast for me. But now I have zero problems.
Yeah.
I mean, in my first year in Forex, I was listening at Trump, but I didn't understand anything because it was speaking too fast, but now it's not a problem. I speak with different people from different kind of countries, and no problem at all until now.
What's this? Anthony, wait for break and retest. Okay, Anthony, I think you need to provide more context. Like, are you waiting for a 30-minute to come up? Where will your stop loss be? Where will your target be? Because drawing an arrow and writing break and retest, I mean, this is not a complete analysis. I mean, I can just open up a chart here and I can draw an arrow like this. Hey guys, okay, so this morning we will just wait for a support and price will go up. And that's all we're going to do today. How does this make sense? Makes no sense at all. You know, I have to give context. My context is going to be, okay, price needs to create a support, candle needs to close bullish, because if the candle closes bullish, their chances next one is going to go up. So once it breaks above 124.50, this is going to be a clean range to go up to 125.580 or even 12600. So we have to wait for that. You know, so you have to give complete context in charts when you're sending the charts. I mean, if you look at GJ now, GJ is closing above 140.600. You know, so this provides more information that, okay, GJ has been respecting this 1, 2, 3 times and 4 times here again. So now there are higher chances for it to continue bullish. What's this here? Ooh. Haven't stopped out yet, waiting for these candles to go. Tia, I think you're breaking your plan here. You're trading Euro, NZD. I'm pretty sure you don't. I mean, you're breaking your plan here with the pairs you trade. So I'm sorry. You have to stick to your plan.
I think he did a mistake. First, he took buys on the resistance. Second, the overall trend on Euro New Zealand is bearish. Also, if you look on the daily, Euro NSD made a retest on the daily after that big bearish move from the news. So it came like in a range of 200 pips, made all that move, recovered all that move, but made a retest on the daily. It was a big consolidation box on the daily on Euro NSD. So after that break, came for a retest, and we're still on bearish trend. So buys didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, the entry was pretty bad too. Entry was bad. Once this candle closed bearish, I would have been exited the trade.
Look at this. You took on the buys on resistance. You know, this would have been a very good sell.
Yeah.
I think scalping needs lots of details, you know.
Which one?
Scalping.
Yes, scalping needs lots of details, and the most important thing is people need to stick to the pairs they trade. You know, because like most time what happens is like they'll start by saying that, okay, we'll trade gold and we'll trade your JPY, and then after 2 days, you know, they'll start trading different pairs, and that just goes against all the rules of trying to understand how a pair moves. I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, the more you look at the pair, you just learn their moves. You know, you just get used to how it moves, how candles react in different situations, and it's a lot more easier to trade in them. But I don't know, you just have to trade the pairs that are, you know, more known. You know, we know more about GJ because we have a lot of information on daily basis about it, but we can't go and trade USD Mexican pesos because we have zero information about Mexican pesos. So
For Your JPY, I don't want to take a buys right here. I mean, you could, because the stop is going to be small. I would want to look for buys above, I'd say 124.80. Because all this candle here just keeps me at edge right here. Same thing goes with GJ. Oh, actually, hold on there. Alright, I'm going to take a buy on GJ here.
Yeah, GJ looks good.
4 hour support. But Rakeel, would it be better to wait for this range to break?
Well, sure. I mean, if you want to wait, you can
Personal
wait.
preference, right?
Well, this is what I'm based off of how I trade.
Okay.
You know, because there has been rejections here before, and before this candle formed, it seemed like it's gonna go bearish, but it didn't. It went bullish. So, you know, I think it should continue moving up because it has been respected a number of times, this area here.
Yeah, very nice. This is what I was waiting for, like my bias or bullish. So I was just waiting signs that price gonna go bullish. No, it just sales didn't make sense for me that much.
Stop loss support, your JPY. Yeah, your JPY is in the same position here as GJ. Perfect. I mean, GJ buys. JPY.
Nice. Gold still pushing.
JJ should push at 700 at least.
$75, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be better if the daily would go all the way bullish. Even better.
Alright, I'm back. See some charts here. Man, too many charts coming up today. Price broke support, confirmed from below, back into range will continue to push up. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. So I think on gold, I don't want to be too aggressive, but I think this candle was the buying candle, because then you're expecting that this candle to respect the low of the previous candle. I think your JPY and GG are in the same predicament here.
Everyone is sending the same chart.
Yep. So it's scary.
Like everyone.
What? when everyone looks at the same ideas, it's pretty scary. 'Cause,
Yeah. Sometimes some setups are so obvious that they can't be true,
yeah.
and they fail sometimes.
Should I be looking at 4-hour charts first or 1-hour chart to draw my technicals? I think. Well, what I do is I look at the 1-hour charts, and I'm going to look at the most recent support resistance formed. Once I have that, like let's say we have support here, right? So this support is uniform on the 15-minute, 30-minute, and the 1 hour. So after that's formed, then I'm going to start to look at, okay, if it's going to go up from support, where can it head off to? You know, I'm going to start to look left. I'll see, okay, maybe, you know, like 140, 770 is the next area where it might head off to, because, you know, that's where price had some issues. But at the same time, I think the first step is to identify your stop loss.
Nobody's trading USD JPY anymore.
Yeah, people retired USD
It's forgotten
That
now.
thing's been stuck in that range for forever, right? Is it still below 108? Oh, it's
Yeah.
above 108. Yeah, but look at it, it's horrible.
It is. Oh, what's this? Candle Gulf previous candle. Higher time frame indicates long-term sells, but lower time frame indicate buys. I think the higher time frames are indicating rejections for buys. I think the daily is just ranging here to continue up to 1480.
Yeah, I can see 1480. Weekly close bullish last week. Can see another test of 1480.
You know why else? Why else I think like that? Because the 4-hour candle closed with no wick, the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now this current one, if it continues up towards 1470, then there's a high chance it's going to continue moving up further.
I hope so.
Because this was the resistance here yesterday.
Yeah. So for me now, confirmation of more buys is once we break into that zone that you've marked up there, like break back above into that, and it should continue.
Yeah. How do you close partial profits in TradingView? I don't. I do it on my MetaTrade.
Let's go, DJ.
Ooh, EJ is moving here too.
Yeah, like most of the time, like they move the same.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the strength matter, and JPY is so weak.
Yeah.
It's just another confirmation.
Yeah. Someone had a sell idea on gold. I think these sells should be valid if you have a bearish candle formed at this area where you have the entry marked. So you would want a bearish candle formed at this level here so that you can say, okay, now resistance has been formed and now price should head down. But when a resistance is not formed, you shouldn't be entering because candles are not flipped in your direction at that point. That's very important. Ooh, I got lots of charts coming in today. Oh, what's this? Selling idea. Oh, you're already in sells all the way down here. Perfect.
This looks like Sean Lee's chart.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're forgetting about this support over here, then all this bullshit happening over here. This is I don't know. I don't know what even words to say because I don't even look at the candles this way, so I can't analyze properly. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's the reason of how do you expect all that move down? Just because we're at resistance? What if we break that resistance?
How do you expect all this move down?
Meaning you have plenty of supports coming.
Yeah.
How do you expect them to break all of them? I mean, it's hard. It's going to take ages to go down.
Where do you see the 1480 on gold? 1480 on gold, I see on the 4-hour chart. If you go on the 4-hour chart, you'll see it's above 1480 is above 1479. That's where I see it. I hope that answers your question.
Have a look on the daily as well. It's the last support region on the daily that it broke out of.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, GJ is coming down here, so I'm going to create a condition on GJ. And that condition is going to be that, okay, so this 15-minute candle closed bullish back in the range, right? And the next 15-minute candle should not break the low of this 15-minute candle and then continue moving up. And that in turn will flip the 30-minute candle bullish. But if it comes down at this low, then I'm going to be exiting my positions. Because if it has to go bullish, it should be heading bullish in the next 15-minute candle. I actually don't have a lot of risk running on this trade. If this trade goes in profits, I'm going to buy myself new headphones today.
So Raja, after this close of the 50 minutes, you put your stop loss below the last 50-minute wick then?
Yeah, so I already decreased my stop.
Cut your losses, right?
Yep. Tighten, yep. Create resistance and retest the low. Nice. What's this chart here? Oh, 30-minute candle close bullish. Entry 15 minutes before 30-minute candle close. Stop below previous 30-minute. Bounce from... Nice. I think your stop is too big. I think my stop would be below the previous 30-minute candle. Also, your take profit is above this resistance there. That could make sense, but I wouldn't be taking buys. At this point, no. See now, the 15-minute candle has closed. The 30-minute candle only went bearish since it started, you know, so now we can assume that, okay, 30-minute candle has created a low at 14600. So it should have no business going below this low here. If it does, then the buying idea is invalid.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Toonie Tuesday.
Toonie Tuesday.
Hey, Rakeel, wouldn't that in some cases be calling a bottom? I understand that it's at a support.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen this formation before where it keeps on bouncing off of that support and then it sometimes goes down. I don't have a chart to show you, but like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the same book too.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, price bounced from here once, bounced from here again. This was a fake out, you know, and then when this candle was closing bearish, I was like, okay, it's gonna head down. I don't know if you were here before or not, but I was really hoping that it's gonna close bearish so I can take sells, but it closed above this area. So then I started to look at the smaller time frames to see that, okay, if there are any confirmations that's going to go up. So I looked at the 15 minute closed bullish, and based on that close, I took a buy.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't here for that though. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. Oh, nice. I got 10 pips right
Damn
there.
it!
There we go.
Moving.
There we go.
Made my day.
Yeah.
Thank
10
you so
pips,
much,
10
Roger.
10 pips secured.
Closed half.
Close half. Stop that break
Blowing my
even.
accounts. My account's blown. I took sells.
I made my day, bro. I'm done.
It's like it was quiet for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Everybody was waiting.
Thank
Just
you,
hold,
sir.
just hold it. It's gonna go all the way up.
All the way up.
DJ smashed our take profits.
Yes.
Yep. That was good. 10 pips secured.
10 pips secured.
There you go, Sad. We said buys.
Yeah, you see, just
gotta wait.
Yeah, we waited. That's true.
Wait.
We waited and we got the price.
Great trade, guys. Thanks for
Great job.
Trade of the day.
Okay. Well, it does matter.
And you see now, this is why you take profits, because you don't want to get the retracements.
Yeah.
Yep.
GJ is very interesting on the daily. If we break 141 on daily, we have clean traffic until 144.
Yeah, so I always look at these trades as sort of can't lose trades. And the reason why I say that is if we are correct in direction, you're going to win. But even if you're not correct in direction, this liquidity spike will still allow you to win, because then if it drives down, this was a wick to fill the top side of liquidity to go back down. But because your take profit or your like the amount of pips you were looking for was very insignificant, it allows you to have that error room. So if people understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because that's what happened when I started trading. I did this a lot of the times where I would take buys and then I would take my 10 pips and then it would reverse all the way, and I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't a buy. But because you weren't trying to hold it, we're always in profit.
Yeah, that liquidity grab.
Right, that liquidity grab would be 10 or 12 pips,
exactly.
and then you're out, and then it goes the opposite way, and you're like, okay, cool, like I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, people when they start trading in the beginning, they should be happy with these kind of moves, like 10 pips, 15 pips is enough. Unless you're doing this every day, 10 pips is not like it's enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can take 2 or 3 trades per day and take just 10 pips per trade. It just builds your confidence. You don't have to catch a 100 pip move to be a good trader.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is people want those big giant moves, and the likelihood of you hitting those moves, it's the same thing when I compare poker and trading. You can go play the World Series of Poker and go for the $10 million grand prize, but you're fighting 8,000 people. And realistically, everybody has a shot, I agree, but what is the probability of you hitting that on a consistent basis? Next to zero. When you look at playing in a cash game, you can sit in a cash game for a couple hours, make a decent amount of money, and then leave at any time, and you can keep going back to that game over and over again, and you never have any sort of time restrictions, and you're in control of your money at that point. Where if you do a swing trade, and most people have $100 accounts, $200 accounts, even $1,000 account, you don't know the outcome of your swing trade until like 3 or 4 or 5 days later. You've wasted a whole week waiting for that one trade, and then it goes into like it hits your stop loss, and you're like, well, that sucked. I didn't do anything. And that's how I've always looked at trading. Is why do I want to wait 5 days to see the result when I can take a trade on a smaller time frame and have a quick result, either a win or a loss, and evaluate how I'm trading at that point. Because if you start to swing trade when you first start out and you learn how to swing trade, it could be months before you get a profitable trade. And I mean, I'm not saying swing trading is bad, but I'm just saying when you're trying to learn, by swing trading, you're not going to be experiencing the market enough to make accurate judgments. If you turn around and you scalp and then you go into swing trading, that makes more sense because you learn market structure faster at that point.
Yeah, totally right. That's what I say. If you start in the beginning and start swinging, it's not gonna make sense. You're gonna have to wait for days for a move, and you're just gonna be focused in one thing. You're not gonna be able to explore more, to see more movement, to see how market reacts in different cases, and scoping gives you a better chance of that, better understanding. Then you can go to swing. You just can't use the same method as you're using on scalping, just use a higher time frame. But yeah, first to create a base. And scalping also, like I said before, needs a lot of details. It's not just on like on swing. You buy like lows and sell highs. It's not that simple.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, when you learn how to swing trade, you really need to understand market structure. And a lot of people have to realize that your swing trades, you're going to have very wide stop losses and very wide take profits. And I don't think people are used to that. And especially on a small account. The other thing is too, when you look at the way the market's been structured over the last couple of months, it's very, very difficult to swing trade because every day there's some sort of news report, and pairs will move in very, very odd ways over a couple of days and then resume trend, and it pushed you out.
Sentiment can change twice a day at the moment. Like, China says one thing, then Trump says something later in the day, and
it just whipsaws you. Like this has been a very volatile year, and for swing trading, I don't see how anybody would be able to consistently swing trade. I know that there's some trades that can start running, but I don't think there would be anywhere you could probably consistently swing trades every single time you take an entry because you'd be getting stopped out so much.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if you think at logical way, it's way more easy to make back a loss of 20 pips than a loss of 100 pips. Now imagine waiting for a swing trade for days, then hits your stop, and your stop is 100 pips. Now it's gonna be so hard to find another trade that's gonna make you back that 100 pip loss.
Mm-hmm.
So it's way more harder than taking a loss of 20 pips. Like you can make just 1 hour later that loss.
Yeah, I think your goal as a trader should be understanding market structure and scalping, and then learning to extend those trades into swing trades. Because there's lots of opportunity. Say for example, like this GJ trade, if it holds this support, that it could go up to like 141, and you could technically start swinging that trade because when you look at the overall market structure, we are bullish on sort of the weekly and the monthly time frames. So there's opportunity there for you to take a longer position. The problem is people don't want to wait. They don't want to have that patience. But that's what your goal should always be. You should always be looking to take trades to see where there's an opportunity to extend that trade. And I think that's the biggest thing I've always tried to do is every time I take a trade, if market structure allows it and it pushes it, 20, 30 pips at the beginning, I try and hold that trade to see if we can get up to like 40 or 50 or 60 pips at that point.
Yeah, for me, I have a reason when I open multiply positions. Because if it goes 20 pips,
you know who has good swings, Ted? BDFX has nasty swing trades.
Hey Alex, you can't cut people off, man. He was speaking.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Wow, man, like have some manners, Alex.
God, where are my manners?
Man.
Sorry, guys.
Wow, you've been hanging out with Mac too much.
And be worthless for the day. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean the man was talking.
Hanging out with Macedonian too much, man. You gotta stop talking to him.
Man, I'm sorry, my dog. I'm sorry. I owe you some naan and some
No, it's
curry.
seed. It's sad. It's not nod.
Oh, sad? Oh, shit, my bad, cousin.
I forgot what I was telling now.
Lost his train of thought.
You see, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
I'm sorry, Coach, for interrupting the stream. I'm sorry.
You were talking about swing trades and multiple positions.
Yes, I heard that, and then I rudely interrupted saying that PDFX...
You did it again, Alex.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'll just. I'm just gonna come crawl in my hole, guys. I'll leave you.
I just wanted to do that on purpose. I knew that would bust Alex's balls.
All right, my runner got stopped here. Perfect. Good trade.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I always leave a runner. I open multiply positions. So after it goes 20, 30 pips, I can leave a position. And who knows, sometimes it can go 100 pips maybe. And it's more easy to turn a call trade to a swing trade. Just by holding, you set your stop at break even and you can swing it. Now, if I closed 80% of my positions at 20 pips, now this 20% that I'm holding now can go at 100 pips. I'm going to win the same amount that I won with that 80% that I closed at 20 pips.
Right. Yeah, because you're doing the math at that point. You're doing the calculation saying, hey, the trades that I had opened covered potentially the amount of that swing trade.
Yeah, so now this swing trade, this position that I'm holding, it can be just like a bonus for me.
Right.
But in the other way, it's making me the same profit that I made with the most of my closed positions. So it's not necessarily to enter a trade for swing because most of the people don't know how to hold. It can come multiple times and come back at your entry and you get pissed. So maybe you close at break even, then it goes all the way on your direction. Then it's not easy. You have to get some experience first.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what it comes down to. When you're taking trades, a lot of what people's frustrations come from is lack of experience. I think in another year, this YouTube stream, people will be very confident and very calm executing, and they'll get used to the fact that there's not going to be a trade every single day. There's not going to be something to do every single day. It's just comes with experience, and a lot of people will probably drop off the YouTube stream because they'll realize that, hey, I can do this on my own. I don't need to be here. And that's perfect, because that's the idea that we want to portray, is you want to get comfortable in understanding market structure, the ebbs and flows of the market, and then eventually saying, hey, listen, I don't need to be here anymore. You guys are goofballs. I can go do it on my own. It's just people don't have enough experience, and when they look at the market, they're constantly frustrated because of the fact that, oh, I got stopped out. You're going to get stopped out thousands and millions of times. You're going to have trades that are going to take profit millions of times. It's the experience of coming here every day for a year or two. I guarantee you, once you've seen 2 full years of the market, you'll get used to the fact that Mondays suck or Tuesdays suck or whatever day for you really sucks, and you just won't trade that day. You'll get used to the fact that, hey, I can do 20% or 10% the rest of the week. I don't even have to show up till Wednesday or Thursday. And you'll get used to doing that because you've understood the market, but you also have understood yourself through learning the market. That's more important.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen myself in all this progressing, you know. I saw that I progressed a lot when it went 3 days and I didn't take any trades. I saw how much I've made progress, how much disciplined I am now, you know, because if I look myself back last year or 2 years ago, I was taking at least 10 trades per day. And now I'm waiting for a good trade for 3 days. So the difference is so big, and then I saw how much I progressed. You know, I'm not taking any kind of trades now. I'm just waiting for that good trade, and even if the only trade for the week, I'm gonna be pleased with that.
Exactly.
Gold looks like it's rejecting 1467 here.
Yeah, just be careful though. I think this could just be a little pullback on the 1 hour to push higher. Let's see.
I don't know. It looks pretty funky.
I'm just watching the lower time frames.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Simon.
Hey, thanks.
I hope you enjoyed your vacation.
Yeah, very good, thank you.
I heard you were in Thailand with Sean.
No.
See, so two things can play out. Either if this gold candle closes bearish, you know, then there's a high chance gold can continue down to retest 1464. As long as it stays below 1468. I mean, if it doesn't go above 1468, I don't think there's going to be buys. It needs to go above that for buys. Because this is a strong level here.
If it breaks 1466.5, then I potentially agree it's going to come down. Whilst it doesn't, I think up.
Hey, Michael Shishaba, this stream is to, like, you know, talk about the trading that's happening here, the pairs and stuff like that. If you want to talk about Sean, you can just go and write him a letter or something and pray that he replies back to you. But here, no, this is not the right avenue, sorry. Michael Shishaba.
Right, guys. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, man. Take care. Have fun.
You too, man.
Yeah, your JPY is still making higher high. I mean, the previous candle was a write-off. It was a nothing candle. We learned about these candles yesterday. So if this is a nothing candle, it's something like this. Like this candle never even happened. So now, based on that fact, this should continue moving bullish. Wow, look at this somersault on GJ.
Yeah. I'm still holding some.
Nice.
You entered based on the 50-minute, Simon?
No, I've still got some from when we entered earlier.
Where was your entry price? You don't mind?
140.62.
Oh,
Thanks.
140.62. Yeah, if someone's looking for entry on GJ, I would wait for this 15-minute to close.
Yeah.
I mean,
you just got to be aware that you might miss it.
Yeah, like taking
Like
the
it's
entry now, it's
it's risky.
Yeah.
But I took it based off of our analysis previously, and I just held it. I held some.
I think if we can close above this line, like above previous closes, would be nice.
Yes.
That's the trade I want. I want to be able to have the last wick just in that liquidity. I don't want those big wicks anymore. So I want the last wick to be like that afterwards.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I mean, you see all these. You see how they're getting a little bit higher. I want the last one just to touch or come close.
Mm-hmm.
If the next wick starts over here, but it doesn't break back into here, then I'll take more buys, because then your target is essentially this fill here, and then this fill over here, and then eventually this area over here. Those are your targets.
And that's the daily wick fill up there.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I think you can also get that with the before the NY Open push, or right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that there might be one more drop back down, and the good thing is, if this candle here starts to move up more, the next drop will be a little bit maybe over here, the next wick, and there's a good potential that we move up to there at that point. So now it's like, okay, you sort of have to plan your trades, and like Simon said, you might miss it, right? Because if your first target is this area over here, that's going to come pretty quick. And then eventually your next target is up here somewhere. That's good. That's going to be a little bit more trouble. But this here should fill within the next half hour or so. So you have to manage your trade, and you have to say, basically at this point, you have to say this is where your stop loss is going to be. And if you're entering anywhere in this area here, your stop loss is below. So essentially your risk to reward, this is your risk right now. All this is your risk, and then this is your reward, or this is your reward at that point. So that's how you're managing this trade at this point. So you have to make the determination of where you want to be in the market. To be honest, I don't think we're going to have a good day today. Just the market is very, very choppy.
I've been having a funny feeling since morning.
Just like I'm looking at gold right now. It just flipped again. It's like doing somersaults. GJ is stalling, like it's just sort of hanging out. I think, like what we said yesterday is coming to fruition. Today is going to be a messy day, and then tomorrow trend will resume.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? All right?
Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, mate.
See an entry here and a stop. Yeah, I think a stop would be like 10 pips if someone's looking for entries. 10, 11, potential 15, 20.
Yeah, I think today, put a caution out. It's going to be very choppy. Because the thing that's happening on gold right now on the daily is exactly what I said was going to happen yesterday. It dipped all the way down, giving everybody opportunity to say that it was going to be a sell, and now it's ripping right back up again.
Yep,
And we said that yesterday with gold, that the daily candle could dip all the way back into that liquidity zone because it created that huge zone all the way to 1457. So anywhere in this gold range, it can drop all the way down and it pulls all the way back and you get screwed. So I really think this range between 1460 and 1475 on gold is going to be very, very scary. So I would just be very cautious in that range.
I think the YouTube streams have much better audio now. Fixed it. Yeah, because at first YouTube was getting audio direct from the speakers into the mic. But now it's going digitally straight to YouTube. Got my brown computer skills here to the test.
Brown skills.
Yeah, man. Tech support.
IT department.
IT. How do I transmit audio straight to YouTube? Well, let me help you.
That's what I'm here for.
That's why I'm here. That's why I look like this.
On again.
How many viewers today, Rakeel?
It's around 770.
Plus 100 on Zoom. Zoom is full today.
Yeah, Zoom is full today. They were around 600 when we had that GJ buys. That's very nice. Oh, okay. 15-minute closing bullish. EJ as well.
Good signs for GJ.
Any opinions on that EJ chart? Alex P, as if I remember, you're looking for buys. So, I mean, they would still be in fruition. I mean, now you're just trailing your stops, I guess. Trying to find that chart right here. Yeah, right here, your JPY. This looks good. Clean traffic. That's exactly what I was looking at this morning when we came to your JPY. So basically, the 30-minute candles are now creating, you know, this one. Oh, why is this black? So this one was bullish at support. The next one is basically like a doji, but it still made a higher low and a higher high. So this current one should also finish bullish, and then the next 1 hour candle eventually should push up. Because now you see on the 30-minute, you see a lot of information, right? But we have to be careful about this resistance here at around 124.60. So if you look on the 1 hour candle, the next, if this closes bullish, the next one has a higher probability to continue going up because of all these rejections down here as well.
Rakeel, why do you sound like you just fast forwarded?
Fast forward?
Yeah.
Oh. I think I had some oranges, maybe. I don't know. Like too fast. I'm talking too fast. Oh. Yeah. My stuttering has gone, bro. The stuttering has been cured. I used to stutter a lot, but now it's gone.
How did you fix it?
I don't know. It's that OG shark I've been smoking lately.
Mangoes.
Maybe you feel more confident.
Yeah. Maybe because I won 2 trades this morning.
That changed everything.
Yeah. So I'm going to be confident about anything, you know, but I'm not going to take it. I mean, charts are really easy once you truly understand what the candles are doing through zones, how the candles are formed, how the small time frame candles are going to build the overall higher time frame. Once you really start to understand that, it just becomes, I mean, you start looking at it from a probability standpoint. I was listening to this podcast and this guy was talking about that when the trading day opens, you know, it's like a bar where everyone's having a fight. You know, it's like a brawl. New traders come in, they just want to keep punching. They want to start punching. You know, but when you're experienced, you're waiting, you're chilling, you're waiting for your perfect move, and when you find it, then you hit it. But when you're a new trader, your first instinct is to start punching, start smashing stuff, start taking trades, and I think that's what gets a lot of people. You know, you want to open the charts and you want to be in a trade ASAP. No.
Damn, man, this officer is such an asshole. He's giving jaywalking tickets to these kids. Fucking asshole.
Jaywalking tickets.
Fucking kids like 13 or something like that. Couldn't be no more than 15.
Yeah,
fucking asshole.
That's stupid. You take the ticket from the kid and be like, hey man, I'll pay this. Don't worry about it. But you gotta teach him a lesson. Listen, kid. Oh, can't see this.
Go clock somebody speeding or some shit. That's more important.
Okay, what's this? Bushes. Gold, 4 hour. This might be a new area for us to bounce from today. Yeah. Yeah, looking at the 4 hour, this seemed right too because the previous one closed with no wick at the bottom. You know, so I think a very, very good confirmation for the 4 hour is going to be if it closes above 1468. Oh.
God bless.
That was loud.
That was my mom.
Oh. Bless you.
And Mike is loud.
Mike is really good. That means.
Jeez.
It caught the voice from far away.
Downstairs.
Downstairs. All right.
You have to ask that for that mic, Reg.
We need a what?
What?
Ask him for the
Brand.
mic.
The brand of the mic.
Oh, the brand?
Yeah. The model we need.
Ooh, if this closes a nothing candle, should I wait for the next to close? No, don't think that these nothing candles. That was a joke. That was a joke. Man, you guys take things too seriously, man.
Yeah, every candle means something.
Nothing candle. I mean, at this, let's take a look at GU here. Oh, look at that nothing candle over there. I don't know. I'm just not too confident here today. This 30 minutes is bearish. This is closing like this. I don't even trade GU, so I don't even know. I think it's ranging here. There we go. GU is ranging.
and put it in Zoom.
All right, GJ's moving here.
Here we go, brother.
Yes, come on, DJ. Come on, gold as well.
Oh, that's what Ted said here too, like a little retracement down.
Yeah.
God,
he's
damn.
in. He's in. 200 lots.
I can feel it.
I can feel the 200 lots.
No, more than 200.
I can feel the broker.
I can feel it.
Scared to death.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna go to 147.50? 147.50 coming up.
Give it up. 7.5, 7.3, 7.4.
Give it up.
Ted drew a candle until 140.
Come on, baby.
850 maybe. And
850.
this is about to be
What?
the same.
Gold looks like it's about to rocket as well.
Yeah.
What's your target, Simon? 80.
Ooh, Wick has been filled.
I'm just gonna hold GJ. I'm gonna hold it till at least 141. 141.
Oh,
You
Wick
got
has been
balls,
filled.
man.
Next target.
You got balls, Simon.
14800.
You just gotta trust your analysis, right?
Yeah, you're right. Completely right. Come on, baby. Push it.
Push.
Imagine DJ 4-hour candle going bullish.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Let's go. Brexit.
Are you in it? Rakeel?
Me, no. I'm just... I have pom-poms in my hand. I'm supporting you guys.
Cheerleading. That's
I'm
what we like.
cheerleading
Come on.
You can do it, ladies.
Come on. Give me a G. Give me a J.
I want the last 5 minutes of this gold 1 hour candle to fly as well. That would be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Who's in EU cells?
80.
Same chart again.
Yeah, we saw that earlier, right?
EU cells make sense there, Pete, based off the previous 30-minute candle. I just hate this pair so much.
Yeah.
I hate this pair.
Shitty pair.
It's one of
EU
the
is the worst.
And it's supposedly the most traded pair as well.
Yeah.
But it's awful. It doesn't move.
But think about it, man. If it's the most traded pair, most people lose all the time anyway.
Yeah. But supposedly you'd think the volume would be there, but
yeah.
no,
It's the most
nothing.
garbage pair in the world.
Mm.
Never want to trade on EU. Hey, do the YouTube people hear the music?
I don't even hear music.
Yeah. No music.
Yeah, I can't hear it on Zoom. Okay.
Let me mess around with the audio here again. How about now?
Nope. Unless you're playing it on you.
Very, very faintly, I can hear it.
Wow, EJ is ranging so hard. EJ is ranging and yeah, it's just very
Come
tough.
on, EJ.
Tough conditions here, except for GJ.
Oh, but GG's not doing anything, just coming back again.
Trading is over for today.
It is over.
I mean, how big was this move on EU? 3 pips. 3 pips in 30 minutes. All right, what's this? Someone sent a chart. GA. Candle created support, waiting on the 30-minute candle to close bullish, showing bullish divergence. I don't know what that is. So just me confirmation. Yeah, I think, I mean, I wouldn't like to take buys because this middle zone is just right there. But if you want to ignore that zone and you want to anticipate to the second zone, that makes sense because it's a clean candle that came down. So this could play hand in hand with GJ because, I mean, if, okay, here's the thing. If GPJPY goes up, there's a high chance that GBP/AUD will also go up because all these two pairs will be influenced by the pound. That's it. Just the pound. The same doesn't go for the GU because GU is influenced by the pound and the US dollar. All right. So
come on, gold.
Gold is moving. GJ is moving.
Oh, beautiful.
1 hour candle closed bullish, which is nice.
See, now hopefully we can get cement in that next zone on gold.
Yeah.
If we can stay in there, then we should head higher.
See, the 30-minute now on GJ closed heavy bullish. So this indicates a strong bounce from support and a strong push up. Ooh, EJ as well. This is it, fellas. This is it. Do you look at any currency strength indicators? No. Oh, well, we look at the Chinese indicator sometimes. All right.
Yeah, but we look at that to do the opposite.
Yeah. Your JPY is going to go up here, man. Look at that. So nice. G just pushing up to. So see how the 15-minute candles are creating higher lows and higher highs. This is really, really good.
Nice to see.
Yeah. No one should be selling GJ at this point.
Yeah, but how can you sell it based on what? Everything is bullish right now.
Man, someone can have a crazy idea. You never know.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, based on the visual facts we are seeing.
Yeah. Based on the movie we are watching right now, we are heading up.
Exactly.
Oh, gold, yes.
Gold.
I got like 37 pips on gold now.
Yeah, look at that 4 hour, man. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice
Did-
back, Simon.
Yeah. It's
Good.
been a good first day back, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yesterday,
Nice.
I couldn't even look at the charts yesterday. I felt so ill.
Were you that bad?
Yeah. Man, honestly, like I picked up my bags from the airport and I had to go to the toilet to throw up.
That's bad, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, horrible.
Well,
See
it's
now-
certainly other end.
Looking at gold, Simon, now you're right, man. Like once it crosses 1470, that's when the daily candle flips bullish.
Uh-huh. Like if it sells, then it's going to start rejecting around here, because it's like this was the support in London this morning where it broke down. So if it's going to flip, if this 4 hours now going to flip and turn, reject or even go bearish, it's going to start to happen around here. If it doesn't, then it should hold this zone and maybe consolidate a bit or maybe push higher.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? GJ, 1 hour selling. Oh, nice. Someone's trying to sell. Perfect.
Good luck.
We just talked about it and boom.
I think selling is going to be better if price comes below your entry. That's when you should be looking for entries, not right now.
And also you got a zone over here.
Yeah. You got the zone there too.
Sorry, let me just
Under that.
under the this.
See, now look at gold. Just pushed up and it's rejecting that level. So this is where you got to be careful, because this could now, that could have just been the pullback to now flip all the way down.
Yeah, Tuesday fuckery.
Oh, this is also the NY Open. It pushed up the first 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, retested that.
Gotta be really careful. That area is key.
Nasty.
That's your nasty monster zone.
Yeah. Chris, you're here.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Chris.
You trade Asian, London, New York.
No, all I did last night is I tried to stay up to get an entry in Asian from when it dropped down to reject Friday close for a longer term trade. So I'm still holding that from.
Oh, okay,
Friday
nice.
I think it was about 5:30. I think it was.
Because I woke up and I saw your story.
Yeah, I like at the minute. I'm finding good entries at the start of at the start of my Asian here, and then I can hold overnight, get 10-15 pips in profit, use the trailing stop loss, and go sleep. And then I woke up to 100 pips the other day, and then I woke up to another 30 this morning. So I don't sit there and trade it all night.
Nice.
Well, I still only made 3 trades this week. So.
All right, what's this?
Today's Tuesday, man.
Yeah, man.
Stop.
We got time.
Yep. No rush.
What's this? UJ, nice. Looking good. Oh. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Alright, EJ broke above resistance. 1 hour candle going good so far. 4 hour candle is bullish so far, which is good. Clean candle to the left hand side. Gold is still at that area there, very fishy indeed. Gold is preparing for some fuckery here.
Yeah, I've tightened my stop right up. My stop is below this 1 hour candle now, but that's stop in profit.
Oh, nice.
So like, well, it's like 19 pips profit if it hits.
You're talking about
Cheerios.
gold, right? Simon?
Yeah, gold, yeah.
Nice. Man.
GJ is just chilling.
Yeah, I'm waiting for at least 1 hour wick fill, but taking its time.
I like GG under 15 minutes.
I'm trailing the stop below each 50-minute candle. Let's see if this one can make high.
Oh, there you go. I'm out of gold.
That's it.
Yeah, it looks like it's rejected. It's just done a retest and rejecting that. So
yeah, that's nice.
It's good. Should come down. Seems like it rejecting that area hard.
Yeah, it was.
So it's just retested the support in London, rejected it, and should continue to push lower. But
to kill people today.
I'm done.
See, Simon, what you did right there, that's awesome. You know, because it's not like you said, okay, you know, I'm gonna hold it because it's gonna. I hope it goes up. And I think that's what differentiates between someone who's experienced and someone who's not experienced.
Yeah.
Good management.
Yeah. Just having that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That confidence to say, okay, you know what? It did certain things, so I'm going to stay out of my buy right now.
Yeah.
It's a bonus too if you've got in early enough to have that gap, so you can use your stop loss in profit as well. You can kind of choose. It's good, man.
Yeah, because if you look on the 1 hour now, it's kind of created this little range. So support now is like the low of the previous 1 hour candle.
Yeah, that's
so you can see price is just sort of testing it now.
Yeah, you don't want to play because it
can
But look at it bouncing around on there, right? It could this could just be the pullback for what the open in whenever, and it could fly all the way back up. But
yep.
I'm not willing to.
Yeah, it's too risky, man.
Stick around. Like I said, there'll be another trade once it establishes that next, like above 1470.
Yeah.
Once we get in there, there'll be another trade.
New Zealand CHF waiting on rejection of strong resistance. Yep, makes sense. So you're waiting for a resistance formed up there. That's perfect. Or what you can do is you can ride it up. You know, you can place the stop below that 30-minute candle and then anticipate the next one to go up. Don't you think gold's resistance at 1469? Yeah, but you have to look at what's happening now.
That's what we said. 1469, 1470, like
that's London. Yeah,
same place. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
That's it.
But seems like it's creating resistance here now because the candles are just couldn't go above this area. Or maybe this could be a big zone. We could make this.
Yeah, I mean, my resistance would be up, further up, Rakeel, the bottom of the wicks that one's just tapped into, and then, as I said, you've now got support on the bottom of those wicks, so you kind of just stuck now.
Yeah,
in between
the two. Like I said, if you break above that wick range, above 1470, then you're in the next zone.
Yes.
And then you should, if it's wants to stay above 1470, then it's only going to go up.
Yeah, see, the way I'm looking at it is like this. Okay, so what I'm looking at it is that firstly it created this support right over here, right? And now when price is coming up, so I'm watching this current candle. If this current candle, you know, closes below this area here, then it's going to be a resistance formed at this point. But if it closes bullish like this, then I think it's going to have a much easier time continuing up and then eventually breaking through it and going to 1471.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look, it's literally just tapped my stop and bounced off of it.
That's gold, man.
Yeah. But you got to, I just was like, I'd rather take the 20 pips than have 5, you know?
It's that, or you've got another age to wait as well sometimes. You don't want to get in that hole having to hold it for hours.
Nope.
Because this whole area is messy. Let's remove this. The only time frame that makes sense here is the 4-hour time frame. This was resistance yesterday. Coming up, the next 4 hours should boom and go up. Boom.
Literally tickled my stop. Look at it.
On the other hand, look at the GJ number here. Oh, we're at 14800.
Yeah, still going on GJ.
Yes, that's nice.
EJ is also running up, I think. Oh, kinda slowly.
If you look on the 1 hour, we have space.
Yes.
Green space on GG. We go above this wick.
Yeah, nice clean candle, 1 hour candle on GJ to push up. This gold flies up, I'm going to be pissed.
It's early days, man. You only just got back.
I know, but still.
Ready to push this monitor. Come on, GJ. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Gold is going to drop. Just be patient. Yeah, I mean, for gold to drop, you need this candle to flip bearish.
Why? Please explain why it's going to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to explain that too. Who was this?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'd like to know your reasons for saying that.
This is why Ted rants for 30 minutes. Oh, home sales. Yeah, I mean, that home sales could move it, but we'll have to wait 15 more minutes.
What, that's the reason that gold's going to drop?
Let's take a look here. Oh, home. Yeah, I don't know. Remember William speaking later on. What's he going to talk about? What does he talk about normally? It's good for currency market. Yeah, the only reason gold should head down is if it closes below 1468. There's no other reason why gold should go down. Because you need to have conditions on the trades, right? You need to have a selling condition, and then you need to have a buying condition. Currently, the buying condition is playing out. For selling, I think it needs to close below 1467 and then continue down to 1465. Wow, look at this EU. Look at it, so stupid. 1 minute's going down, next minute's going up. I hate this pair, man.
Me too.
I don't even know how people trade this. No idea. I remember when I first started, I started with EU because it was the most traded pair in the world. So I was like, oh, it makes sense. And then after 3 days, I was like, yeah, this is just so hard. Can't win.
Yeah, I was EU, EJ. But EU got dropped real quick.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that drop. Yeah, I think the nice trades were in the morning. Got to buy on gold. Got buys on GJ. That was pretty nice. Still holding my gold sell since London 3 top then pushed down. Oh, interesting. Well, I guess the news is gonna, maybe it might throw gold in a spinneroonie or something.
But that's good. Whoever said that sell, so yeah, you're in a good sell, but you now are hoping that this resistance we just talked about holds.
On a man,
because if it does hold, then your sell's good. But if it doesn't, I would question that you might get stopped.
Also, because I think this whole area here is very, I mean, consolidation area.
Mm-hmm.
This big roadblock. Because these are the 30-minute candles, and they were ranging here yesterday, and then broke out, and it did some funky move here again in London session. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be very interesting to see where it goes from here for the news.
Yeah, but see, when I look at that chart, I'm seeing that big move up to the left. So yeah, all that. Then I'm seeing consolidation, and then I'm seeing, okay, it can't go higher, so it's going to pull down lower to then go higher. So that was what I'm thinking in my head.
Okay, yeah, I see that thinking.
And then it's tapped that. If you look on the 30-minute, that's a clear demand zone where it's tapped. So you see where it, you might be clearer on the 15-minute. But it basically, like, it kind of pauses, and then you get that big bullish move away from that area to the left. I can't annotate because I'm on my iPad.
Oh.
So the bottom where I entered, yeah, in there, that's it.
Wow, GJ.
Now gold looks like it's gonna break my heart.
I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, I don't suppose you saw the Friday one, did you, Simon?
No, what happened?
Well, I don't know if Ted wants to explain, but he had a...
Oh, look at it. God damn you, gold.
It happened, didn't it?
What, he got stopped out and then it just kept going, or?
I can't remember if it...
No, I closed it a little early and then it just flew.
It was just the one.
Hey, no, was it gold that did that?
No,
or was it GJ? Yeah, GJ.
It was unlucky, so unlucky. But
yeah.
It's a patience thing. And, yeah, but we had like all sorts of stuff going on the screen.
Well, gold looks like it's gonna continue pushing up.
Yeah.
It already created the law, the week to the downside. You talk on the yesterday, Ted. It is already the law of the week of the previous week on the daily.
Oh yes, I see that too.
Yeah, they were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, that it would come back into that liquidity zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about gold is because there's so many different levels to it, if you miss like 1469 to like 1474, you're okay because you're going to grab 1474 to like 1485 or whatever. I think people shouldn't worry about that. There's so many levels on gold that you can grab from. It's like if you miss a little bit, anything under 1500, if you get in anywhere under 1500, you're golden. It's similar to GJ. Anything you get at 140, 141, when it goes back to 148, 147, you're golden. You just have to look at the higher time frames, like the weekly candles, and you'll see that there's so much more movement to be had. I think people just get worried because they're like, "Oh, I want to get at the bottom." It's like you don't have to, especially with gold. Like even if you take positions up over here, you have all this area to get right to here. So you still have a lot, even if you miss this initial push, it'll bounce around here and then it'll just continue. So you can plan your trades accordingly that way.
Yeah, very similar to GJ. So far to go yet, I think.
Yeah, I think people just worry because they're like they see gold move like $10 or $12 in a day and they're like, oh, I missed it. It's like after a while, when you've traded gold for 3-4 years, those moves happen all the time. It's nothing new.
Talking of moves, have you looked at EG recently, Ted?
No, I haven't actually.
I did last night for the first time in a few weeks.
All right.
Yeah, it did drop a lot, eh?
It has, yeah. It's kind of lows and lows. Kind of coincides well with the pound strength.
Yeah.
On GDEX to finish bullish would be nice.
DJ just whipsawed again.
Who's having a bath?
Yeah, who's in the bath? Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to hear what happens next.
There we go.
It's like a guy who's never even talking normally. Show him. What the hell?
How can you see that?
Yo. You can pull up the participants and see whose mic is like, you know.
Green, yeah.
Yeah, that's morning routine.
Yep.
Taking a dump now.
Come on, Samson, man.
That's not me, Kaval.
Mute your mic.
A saint.
Hussein, show up. Mute your mic.
Yeah,
we know you can hear us because you're listening to
we
the
can hear
stream.
you.
I wonder if he's going to brush his teeth next.
I'm up 13 pips on gold sales.
That's indication to buy.
Let's go.
You know, Kavan's the opposite.
Either Sean and Lee are the group.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on, GJ. Flip up. Two minutes.
Yeah, I want it to create a new high.
Mm.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, I want it to. I was so close. I was so close to getting stopped. I was just trying to hold one for such a long time. I was so close to getting stopped out for my entry yesterday. And I was like, no, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. And now it's come away from it, which is nice.
All right. We got a little time left. Gigi did a little somersault over there.
Yeah. What's on the agenda today, Raja?
I think we're going to continue moving bullish on your JPY and GPJPY.
Okay.
Gartic is not coming to the gym today, so that's a little update.
Did you know, I watched the new Aladdin on the plane on the way home.
Oh, how was it?
It was not bad. Did you know that the tiger in it is called Raja?
Yes.
I did not know that.
That's how I introduce myself to people.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember the tiger from Aladdin? Raja?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Raja means king, right?
Yeah.
The king.
And gold is gonna.
Yeah, finish the tiniest bit bullish.
Son of a bitch, gold.
Yeah, see, it's still bullish. EJ broke out on the 30-minute. This should continue up.
Right. I'm going to move my stops to break even on GJ now.
Where did you enter that, Simon?
140.63.
Yeah. Oh, that was a close candle.
Yeah.
I had my stop at 66. Got to buy.
See, I don't like that close. I don't like it that it closed. All those 15-minute candles are closing in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I wanted to create a new high, but it hasn't really done that. So
It's not really big enough.
I'm a little bit concerned that this next candle might pull all the way down.
You might feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little confusing right now. Everything's like not in a good state.
Yeah, but all the time frames are bullish so far, so it's good.
700
could hold is good. Well, just under 700.
EJ closing above the range. Yeah, so EJ is closing above that support, which makes sense. The 30-minute candle also closed bullish, so the next one should respect the low and continue moving up. I mean, that just makes sense because it's clean candle there to the left-hand side.
So we're seeing bullish on gold, on GJ, on EJ. Everything's fucking moving up.
Yeah. Someone is lying.
Yeah, you know, something's wrong here.
Something is wrong.
Gonna happen.
Oh, someone said no sound. That's interesting.
They're about to talk about tariff in 10 minutes. It's freaking hard to trade these markets lately, man, with the freaking tariffs.
Yeah, they always wait for the stream to finish, then they post the news.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've noticed the same.
Sometimes like 1 minute after the stream's done, you know?
Yeah. They press the buttons. See, if I wouldn't have taken a trade this morning, I would be taking this buy on EJ because of the 30-minute candle closing bullish above this resistance.
Yep, break retest, nice.
Yeah.
What, stop below the previous candle? That top of thing? Yeah.
If you look at GJ on the 30-minute, that looks actually pretty ripe.
Yeah,
Doing the same retracement? Oh yeah, to push up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wick formation after a support.
Yeah.
140, 800 is coming.
Yep.
I wouldn't want it to go much lower than 700 really, but
I don't know. This market structure on gold is telling me to hold these cells.
I don't know. I don't like themselves.
No, Kavan.
Hey, come on! Don't let these bullies affect you, man.
No, you do your thing.
We just laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Come on, TJ. 14800.
Hey, Kavan, we got another player with you.
Oh, who is it?
Joe.
Joe.
Joe's been in cells too.
What
up, Phil? What up, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Long time listener, first time talker.
All right, Joe.
Hey, Joe. How's it going, brother?
That's not Joe, man. That's Will.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, Will has his own. If someone's from Indonesia,
yeah,
Will has his own like live stream he does in his own native language.
Yeah, I do native language. Yeah.
It's.
So how you guys doing today?
Good, man. Doing very good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Nice.
This is
I kill on gold with 25 pips. That's it.
Nice. This is Will's Instagram. No, it's a black guy.
Oh no, not me.
No, that's not you.
Work dot.
Oh, work dot with Will. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One trade to the rule. Okay.
See, I don't know what this all means, but I guess it's in Indonesian language, is it?
Yes, it's Indonesian language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rakeel, you're Indian. You're supposed to be able to read that shit. You're smart.
I can fix your computer, but that's the most I can do.
Breaking out the brown skills.
Yeah.
But I have to give a credit to Rakeel because I learned a lot of price action from Rakeel. Cheers.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, go. Come on.
Oh, almost 10,000 followers.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at this meetup.
Yeah, this is my first meetup.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that's cool.
He's the Q Banks of Indonesia.
Yeah, Q Banks of Indonesia. No kidding.
No kidding.
Yo, it's just crazy how this world has gotten, man. 10 years ago, trading never existed.
Like, especially social trading.
Yeah. Like, everyone I see trades. I'm like, what the
Hey Joe, if you can come on the mic and explain how you see sells on, like the way how I see sells is that if gold doesn't break above 1469 because of all this consolidation there to the left, and then it rejects and comes back down, then I see sells. But from here, I don't know. It's just pretty hard.
Where's Joe?
Joe probably ran to get his mic or something. Oh, no mic right now.
Come on, Joe. No mic. What's up? Use your phone, bro.
So, Kavan, how do you see cells?
Well, let's pull up the higher time frame.
Let's pull up the daily
Go to
time.
4 hour. Go to 4 hour. Sorry, let's go to 4 hour.
All right.
I'm interested. I've got the same.
So this area right here, we broke.
Yeah.
That area right there, and then we close below this area right here. So go to the 1 hour now.
Let me just draw these areas here for you. All right. Okay.
So if you look at the 1 hour, we're trending down, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we said, though.
I was going to say, is that what we were talking about?
That's exactly what we've said.
That's how I see it. So I figure out this candle should go like that.
So break and retest.
Okay, yeah. So for it to go like that, what would you want to see?
See, we started wicking up. You started getting exhaustion wick right here. The candle right there next to it.
Yeah.
And then we're in a downtrend.
Yeah.
But you trade the first tap, right?
Yeah.
Expecting that rejection.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'll go about maybe 10 to 20 pips.
Mm-hmm.
And in that box, I have a box right now. So I have a 1471, 91, 1470, 40, 14. Like I'm averaging in.
Mm-hmm.
So on the strong pullbacks, I could just scale out if I want to. But right now, I'm holding these right here because, it's a strong confirmation that we should go lower.
So here's a question for you. So at what point will you get out? What would make you think, oh no, okay, this is not going to work out?
Yeah.
If it goes above that top line, if it goes above 20 pip above that line, I'll get out of the trade.
20 pip meaning 2 standards.
Got 7.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
See, how I would see sells here is if this 30-minute candle closes bearish. Only then I'd be interested.
To retest it.
Yeah. So if it closes bearish, then you can say, okay, you know what? It came up to this area, 1469 or whatever, and then it kind of closed bearish, created resistance, so now it should continue moving down.
Yeah, I used to do those too, but I just like to get premium price.
But then, so Kavan, here's the thing for you. So you said 1 hour, you're seeing it trending down, but
correct.
If you zoom out a bit, you not see it trending up.
Yeah, I took that in consideration also. You see that big going forward?
Yeah, the big move. Yeah.
Yeah, I took that in consideration also. So, like in my back of my mind, like if you're a Fibonacci trader, that probably bounced off like the 50 or something like that. I took that in my back of my mind, but I'm thinking that the overall trend is about to change. So, Rakeel the opposite way. Draw it the opposite way.
Oh, I didn't even know how to.
Draw it from here to here.
The low to the high.
The low to high.
No, recent. Go right.
Yeah, draw from where I got that X. Yeah, draw from where I have that X.
X to the top of this morning.
Bro, it's at the X, man.
That's it. Down there.
Yeah, start. Yeah. Delete that. No, you still got it backwards, dude. Delete it. Delete the whole thing and start. Delete it. And start right here. Yeah, start that point. What the fuck?
Oh, wait. Oh, what the hell happened? Hold on. Hold on.
Indicators. We can see that you never use the Fibbo.
Yeah, I never use Fibbo. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, let's have another go.
Alright, so start from the bottom.
GG dying.
No, we're not right there, dude. Where we have the X.
No, Raja. Raja, from here to here.
Hold on.
Start from the bottom X to the. Yes.
Yeah.
So what's that? We bounced off like 50. See?
Get out themselves.
I think it's going to bounce off the 0.236.
I think it's going to bounce out the red.
Oh, it's entering the red is the danger zone. Oh, it's entering the danger zone.
Oh, quick. And GJ's just come back as well.
Yeah. I told you I didn't like the way I hadn't made that new high.
Yeah.
I'm out. Break even on GJ.
Yeah, I'm going to hold mine still, but I've had it.
Gold has broken my heart like I thought it would.
It's always someone every day.
Yeah.
Just gets it.
Yeah, I think the buys on EJ are invalidated because it broke the low of the previous 30-minute candle.
Exactly.
I haven't looked at the news actually. There's some news.
Well, the news was better than expected.
Nice.
Well, that should make gold go down.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not big news though, right?
No, but we had a pullback already. We had a pullback because I was up 13 pips. What the heck? Oh, that thing's dropped.
There's Constantine. No analysis, no nothing. Constantine should be in the YouTube chat. just saying out random numbers without any analysis.
Best self.
Kick him now, Dimitri.
My analysis is in my head. Thank you very much.
All right. These cells are going to make sense if it breaks below 14600. This is so tough day today, man. Whoever got trades early in the morning, that's perfect.
What's that?
Like the trades in the morning?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had gold buys in the morning, thanks to Simon.
Simon is the market maker.
Simon had nice buys. I was like, oh shit, I missed it. So I took them and it went up.
There's every chance this daily could go bullish on gold.
Yes.
Well, we've been saying it the whole stream. Get above 70 and
Yeah, 70, 71. Yeah.
you got a good chance for some more buys.
Like Ted said, there's so many steps up now. Like zones you can play with. You've got loads of opportunity, I think.
Because I don't know, fill me in. I haven't really been paying attention the end of the last week, but hasn't the US-China stuff all stalled again? The deal? Isn't there like a delay or?
Not much change, I don't think.
There was news came out yesterday. I think yesterday we had that major push that there's that they're having problem meeting the deal.
Yeah.
But they still have until December 15th or something like that.
Yeah. Well, if there's no deal like by then,
it's just the same as Brexit stuff, man. It's just no concrete.
Yeah.
It's just load of shit.
It's like Brexit.
And now here we're getting the whole election thing again, with like issues happening with that. Now there's more chance that Tories will win, and there's a chance that Labour will win, and then that changes things as well.
I kind of want to have a sell stop on GJ, but then I know I shouldn't be over trading.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, not today, Rakeel. Not today.
Don't do it.
Today, not today. Not today.
Tomorrow is going to be a bad day.
Yes. I'm actually having a pretty consistent week so far.
That's good, man. All about that consistency.
Yeah, it's actually very consistent. I had 2 losses this week.
They were managed too. They were good.
Oh yeah, small.
Well, they were good, but they were good losses, if that makes sense.
One was 4 pips. The other one was also 4 pips yesterday.
Yeah. Started looking at it a little bit more now, actually.
Yeah, like I don't make a lot of money, you know. I'm maybe like 14, 15,000 a month.
Yeah,
but
£100 a month's rubbish.
but no, but like in the grand scheme of things, you know.
No, you're right. Yeah, 100%.
I want to hit the 50K month. I think my best month was like, 1920.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I don't count mine.
I think my best day was like 36.
Nah. I took percents. That's all.
Those gold cells.
Took off some of my gold. This price action is. Candles are trending up. Yeah, it's trending up.
Yes.
Each 15-minute candle is closing above the next one. Don't freaking break it.
Hey Raja, when would you use the sell stop instead of waiting for the bearish candle to close support? Well, if you look at GJ, right? I mean, and if it will break down, I think it's going to break down with a lot of tenacity, you know. So I think a sell stop having it below the 1 hour low, the previous 1 hour low, would make sense. Because if it drops below 14600, then it's going to continue down to 14450 or even 14400. But selling right now would be a bad idea because it's in this range. It's above support, it's above resistance, rejecting that area. I mean, it gets pretty hard. What's this? Almost the exact same setup as yesterday as we reach this level and continue bullish. Okay.
But Rakeel, you said you would wait for the candle to become bearish. So look at the 4 hour. Why would you not take it off the 4 hour candle if it's retesting it?
Because all the other candles are still bullish.
You're talking about the 1 hour leading up?
Yeah, so basically, let's say the next 30-minute candle closes bearish, right? If it closes bearish, then I can have my stop above that candle. Because if price is going to drop, then the next candle should make a lower high and a lower low and continue moving down. So, like, if I take a sell now, I'm not sure where I'm going to have my stop loss.
Oh, you do your stops off the candles.
Yeah, I do my off the candles, yeah. Cause I've been burnt, man. Like sometimes I would have like a mental stop and really I would know when to like close, but price would move so fast against me. I would be like, oh shit. You know, so just to. What's this? How do you feel about GJ? I feel about GJ ranging. I mean, it just there's no trade on GJ right now. That's how I feel about GJ. There's no trade. The trade were like half an hour ago going up, and now it's just.
Chris, you're still holding. Not here.
Yeah, I'm still in gold. I took off 2 positions. I'm coming up to the end of the hour, so either way. It's either gonna kick me out or put me in profits.
A bunch of vegans are suing Burger King because they want to have their Impossible Burgers their way.
Dude, I saw that. I saw that because they're making the vegan burgers on the same grill they do with the meat. Like, come on, man. I don't think Alex would ever buy a vegan burger from Burger King because I know he has more common sense than that. He's a real vegan.
Yeah, man. Real vegans don't go to Burger King.
Exactly. That's like going to freaking Red Lobster and ordering a steak.
Yeah.
You guys have Red Lobster in Canada, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. What about Boston Market?
No, we don't.
No.
Okay.
We don't even have Walgreens.
We have Boston Pizza.
Oh.
You guys have what, Rite Aid?
No.
No.
Seriously? What you guys have for a drugstore?
Shoppers.
What?
IGA.
Shoppers?
Shoppers Drug Mart.
Okay.
Shoppers is half cosmetics, half grocery, half drugstore.
Yeah.
That's not a real drugstore.
You might as well go to Walmart. How many pairs do you trade? Two pairs. The veggie burgers used to be microwaved, so it worked for vegans on the road. Not so much anymore. Yes, less than perfect calls for association. Oh, nice. We have an expert on golf fair. So I'm going to ask you this something. So starting off with those ranges is better than the actual course? The golf course?
Who are you talking to?
Good for practicing your swing, Rakeel, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's different to, like, playing on grass is different to playing on, obviously, hitting off the artificial mat.
Yes.
But you're not going to lose as many balls in the range.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hey, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I actually played golf in college, and I've been plant-based for 2 years. I think with the whole vegan burger, I think that you should just try to eliminate the processed foods, you know what I mean, out of your diet. And the Beyond Burger is definitely totally processed. But as far as the golf is concerned, honestly, if you go to the range, treat it like a course, because a lot of people will just use their pitching wedge, and hit like 50 balls straight. And then when you switch clubs, okay, you can do that too. However, when you're on the course, you're not going to hit your pitching wedge over and over. So what you should do is treat it like a course. So go and get a little card, and say, okay, I'm going to hit my driver, and then put it away, and then hit your 7-iron, and then put it away, and then hit your chipping wedge.
Hold on.
Put it away and then get your driver back out.
You lost me at the driver.
Yeah, so you know how you have a driver, right?
Yeah.
Like the main one that you would hit, right?
Oh,
So,
wait, the fat one or the thin one?
fat one.
The one with a big head.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the one with the big head. So basically, just my point is, don't hit the same club over and over and over again, because that's not what you're gonna do on the course.
Yes.
Does that make sense? So like, if you need to practice your driver, that's cool. Hit 10 to 15 balls, but then put it away, and then start to hit your driver, and then an iron, and then like a shorter, like a wedge, and then put it away, and then get your driver back out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so make it as real as possible.
Make it, just like if you're doing, with trading, you want to still practice the risk management.
Yeah, it makes sense. And just with time, it's just gonna get better and better.
Yeah, basically, get a couple lessons here or there, but yeah, just hit the one club and then switch and switch and switch.
Just like with trading, man. Exactly.
There goes gold.
Yeah, thank you for that information. Appreciate it.
Raj, I get lessons. I'm telling you.
12 pips.
Yeah, I definitely recommend like a couple of lessons, Rakeel, just to get you like, standing right, holding the club right, that kind of stuff, and then you can develop yourself from there.
Yeah, I used to hit it like a cricket bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a cricket bat.
Yeah, because there's a lot of instructors who will use the video and they can show you, how you're moving your hands back, and they can give you those videos to replay and watch yourself too when you practice. So try to find somebody like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense too. Cause like, after every session here, like with the trading, I go over everything, cause there are some things I miss in that. So it makes sense too with golf too. Like if you record yourself, then you can look back and say, oh yeah, my form is fucked or this and that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're thinking about golf lessons, Raja?
Yeah.
There's one over on 9th Line. There's a driving range and the guy does lessons.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's where I go to hit balls.
Oh, same with me.
Yeah, the driving range there, like on 9th Line. It looks like a farm, right? But it's actually a driving range.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go one day, man.
Okay,
dude, that don't even sound right.
Open in the winter.
That's how you hit balls.
Yeah.
Roger love to hit balls.
Love to hit balls with my fat golf stick. The big one. What a garbage day! Oh my god.
Come on, Gold. Don't disappoint me.
You're still holding?
Yes.
Damn.
Confluence.
Oh yeah, there you go. 15 minutes closing bearish. Come on, let's go gold for Kevon.
The hour's still about to close bullish though.
Yes. Come on.
No, I think support's like 1468.
Come on.
If
Just
gold
need to take out the previous hour candle.
Yeah, or even the 30-minute. Wow, EJ's ranging. GJ's ranging. Well, good thing I'm in November 2019 and I'm not overtrading. If this was November 2017, I'd be in like 8-9 trades by now.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it just got quiet. It's weird.
No, your gold is running nice. Very nice. That rejection.
Fuck your Fibonacci.
Fibonacci.
Hey, Kavan, you in this trade right now?
Yes. I had 4 position. Took off 2. Huh?
Good call. Big up yourself still.
Yeah,
No risk net, Reggie.
1 Fibonacci 0.
Kevon called it.
Yeah.
Kevon was like,
All
fuck you guys, I'm gonna go sell.
Yeah,
All
the room was saying no.
I had 4 of the elite traders against me.
Oh no, I'm not even elite at all. No,
That's when I had elite. That's where I had to come impeccable.
Impeccable's coming down now. How did you kick that mindset? I've lost so much in the last week because I overtraded and thought it would reverse. Well, just don't overtrade.
Exactly.
But just
And
like
all your winning trades, review what you did good with all your winning trades.
yeah.
It's easier to be consistent when you make less trades.
Yeah.
Where's
Less
the
is more.
Yep.
the music is playing in the background, but no one can hear it probably.
Yep, nobody.
Should we hear it on Zoom or just YouTube?
How about now?
Man, I got to give it to Q, man. He be getting some nice fucking entries. Nice entries.
Is that a new microkill?
Yes.
Maybe it's really good. It's designed to block out the background noise.
Like we said yesterday, them settings.
Yeah, I've changed my settings to, directly send the voice digitally through everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So does it pick up music in the background, or is that?
No, it's being sent digitally right now.
I see.
EJ really messed me up last night. We had a 4-hour downtrend at like that high. If you look at the 4-hour,
Is this Iron Man?
no.
Oh,
See, we had
sounds
that downtrend before it broke back into that resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna come down and fill that wick.
This wick?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 4-hour closed above support.
No, yeah. You're right. Because plus, like on the daily, the daily looked like the past 2 days it was respecting resistance and it was going to come down. That's what it looked like last night. Not now because obviously this current candle's up. But
Yeah. Yeah. So I think this 4-hour close was the key. It closed above. Because I remember in the Asian, this went further down.
Yeah.
It went down and then retraced back up. Because I was in cells on GJ, the same cells, and it went down. So that was a big fake out on all JPY pairs.
Yeah. Really big one, actually.
Yeah. Let's see here. Was the news super good? If the news was super good, then it makes sense for gold to continue further down. For it to absorb, yeah, could continue till 1465. 13 more pips. Oh, there we go. 1465.
Wow, gold. Kevon, I hope you held them.
Yeah, I have one running.
Wow, gold. Nice.
Good work, man.
Kevon, I hope you held them.
Yeah, I have one running.
Raja, thank you, all you guys. I'm learning to take good trades every day. Oh, very nice. I think the biggest reason the streams are here is so that people learn to be patient and not overtrade.
Yeah. Kind of helps understand what trading is about.
Yeah. Coming down to
all about
14,
taking the trade and it's done. You got to sit down and be patient.
Yeah.
Plan your scenarios.
I think more people have to go back to school.
Yep. Yep.
I think there's a lack of education in general on how to study and how to do proper just work.
Oh, you mean not trading school?
No, just regular school, like research, understanding critical thinking skills, putting things into context, being able to properly articulate yourself. I think I would say 60 or 70% of the YouTube channel needs to go back to school. And that's not me being arrogant, that's just me trying to help.
Yeah.
I mean, because it doesn't matter what you say here, people turn around and then they say they don't listen to directions. They can't follow details. So it's just, I mean, it's just pretty sad. And I think a lot of people need to go back to school to learn discipline, to learn how to follow rules, to learn how to just articulate their thoughts consistently. And it's not happening in the YouTube chat, and I see it every day, and it's actually hilarious because these people want to become traders and they can't follow simple instructions on a stream. Like I don't know, it's confusing to me. I don't know why anybody thinks that they want to learn if they can't follow simple instructions, and that's always baffling to me. How do you expect to learn how to trade if you can't follow instructions? But
I think it's more so that people just take shortcuts. They want to take like the least path of resistance, and then just to say that, okay, well, I learned Forex, but I don't know how to do things, and they just overlook all these, these small details that over time that they actually, can actually make you a whole better trader. Because I think that's what the problem is. It's just like they just overlook these details that could actually, probably steer you in the right direction. It's almost like following a roadmap, right? If you're gonna miss these streets, right, then you say, okay, well, this is the street. How do I get there? And you miss all these detours. Then how are you supposed to, get to your end destination? You know what I mean?
I think it's schools and the demographic now. It's just this morning I've been out with the missus to go and find a school for the little. And what they kind of put out there now, especially here, everything is. I think you've mentioned it before, Ted. It's like you get an award for being last, and everyone can,
And that is just wrong. Like, there should be some type of like, hey, you know what? If you failed, then this is what you need to work on. As opposed to, okay, well, here's a reward for failing. Type deal. This is the wrong mentality.
Yeah, and I think that now that's just what's taught in schools. A lot of it that
it's like a perfect scenario here. It's like, what is your risk trade even if you have a small account balance? So the Korea, why don't you go onto the channel and look at all the different videos that talk about risk to reward and how to do all that? And it's just, I don't understand, like, why would we even ask that question when there's 80 or 90 videos and like 10 of them discuss risk to reward, how to manage your risk, how to plan trades.
It's not even just on this channel. There's so much out there. It's everywhere. If you want this channel, obviously it's a great place to get it from. But I mean, you could, if you bothered, you can actually go find it anywhere. That's all.
I used to be like that person that you're describing. Like like in the beginning, even before I got involved in the Forex family and went to one of Rakeel's classes and everything, it's like, I learned about you and Rakeel, and I was like, wait, they do a free stream? Like, all right, shit, I got to get on this. And then it's like
that's making
learning, not even learning, it's witnessing your skills, but it's like they're not just skills to you guys, they're second nature, and someone can watch it and you can learn from it, but not without going through the trenches that made it second nature for you guys. It's like if a famous NBA player was like, oh, I'm hosting a free fucking thing at my gym for everyone to come and watch and ask questions or whatever, you'll think you'll get some great pointers and everything, and you may, and you can write it down or whatever, but did you go through the years of experience and trials and errors which made that tip or whatever like second nature to him? No. So it probably won't last.
A lot of it boils down to work ethic and actually wanting to do it for yourself.
Sure.
And I think that's the biggest thing. So many people now just expect it to be fair, with the streams and stuff and everything that's recorded, the biggest part of it's done. All you got to do is watch and pay attention, notes,
Yeah.
implement things into your own trading plan, and
Yeah, I always wondered that. I always wondered why people have not, like, they don't go and replay the streams, like, they don't study it like game footage. And I don't understand. Like, if you wanted to be better, you should be studying the streams like it's game footage and really being comfortable with that. And I don't understand why people don't want to put that work in. It's so mind-boggling to me that you rather just risk money and throw money away instead of studying more and risking less.
Real.
It just, I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'm too old to be on the internet. I think maybe that's what it comes down to.
The thing is, I've traded a long time, but just conversations that me and you had in regards
Yeah.
to 5-minute entry is something I've not neglected to look at. It's just something I've not really had in my mindset because it's not really been part of my trading outlook. But from that, I've thought, you know what, I'm going to actually look into it, and I've replayed what we've discussed, and then I've gone and thought, you know what, I could implement that, and I can see what you're saying, and this, that. And you know, once you analyse your own stuff, what you want for yourself, even I take stuff from that, and I've been doing it a long time now.
Yeah.
I ain't not the best trader in the world, but adding stuff to my arsenal still helps me. So, I mean, if you're brand new, man, there's so much out there you can, if you put the effort in.
Yeah, I just feel that people are doing this for all the wrong reasons, and it's upsetting to me because people are just going to lose tons and tons of money, and I don't know why they want to do that themselves.
I just feel bad sometimes because I know
I do.
I'm claiming
it. I feel horrible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I shouldn't care this much, but I do. It's just I just see basically almost you know, we're on a battlefield, and I see, you know, Raja, myself, and a few other traders just sitting in the back, like with our hats on, like trying to like cover our eyes and like, you know, try and like hide in the corner. And then I see thousands more people just going out there fighting, and they're looking at us going, why are you guys going out there? Or like, why are you guys hiding back here? Like, you should be out there fighting. And I'm sitting here going, I don't want to get shot. I'll wait for like the bombers to come to destroy things, and then I'll come out to see you guys.
Yeah.
You know, that's sort of how I feel. Like, I'll be the guy that when there's only like 3 soldiers left on the field, I'll go out there and I'll snipe one of them and be like, oh, I did my job for the day. But everybody else seems like they want to just go out there, and it's like they want to spray like a machine gun and hope that they hit people. And it's just, I don't know.
Perfect explanation.
Infantry and generals.
Yeah, perfect explanation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's scary. That's how I feel. Like, I mean, your capital is the most important thing you should protect. And people are the ones trying to, and most people are just out there trying to just spray it and chase. And it's like, man, I don't know. I just wouldn't do that. And I mean, I always hear people saying, well, I need money, I need this, or I live in a poor country. That's the other one people use. It's like, my country's poor. Country's poor. Everybody's poor. So like you're in the same boat, right? Like, I mean, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I mean, if everybody's poor in the country, then like there's obviously something wrong with that country, but you're all surviving. It might be a hard life, like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, everybody's surviving at the same pace. Like, I mean, I can't say, well, because I want to be rich because my country's poor, that's an excuse why I should be trading. It's not. Maybe you have to move out of the country, and it's like, I can't afford to do that. Okay, well, you know, now you have to figure out a way that, how are people in your country making money? How are people doing things? That you can't say that the country's poor and everyone's living on nothing. Like, then what's the point of having money? You just go rob everybody, right? Like, it's just, I sort of look at things like that where, you know, people say things, and it's, I mean, I want people to just understand that everything takes time. And, you know, everyone has hardships, and everybody is going to try and get money, and everybody needs money, but man, you just sort of have to look at it as a whole.
Yeah. I don't think you can evolve your life around that.
No, and I mean, it's like people, you know, like everyone in my country's poor, and it's like, yeah, that's what happens. Like, you know.
What can you do about that?
Yeah, you can't do anything about that.
Yep.
I mean, it sucks. Trust me. I don't disagree. Like, you know, your country's poor and it sucks. Yeah, of course. It's horrible.
My GJ's annoying me now.
You guys say that not the current, but the previous 30-minute on EJ with a fake out on that resistance?
EJ.
I think EJ is ranging.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, all right, here's another question. I mean, to be safe, you're going to wait for the break. But, like, you see here, it is ranging. But that does look like a fake out to me. So, you wouldn't take it off of that fake out, correct?
No, no, because it also came up to this level before too.
Yeah. Now,
So,
what about also that previous 30-minute candle went and touched the support also? Does that mean anything to you?
no, it's just, to me, that's just ranging. But like, if this 15-minute closes bearish, then I guess you could have a little move down. But then this range is like only 7 pips, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So for sells, I would want a support to break down here at around 120, 360.
And same for buys.
Yeah, because even though for like I know what you're trying to say, like if it's a fake out, there's a high chance it can come down. I would want this range to be at least 15 pips, 15 to 20 pips, but it's like way too small. Is Raja the same person that Rakeel? No, Rakeel is the person who runs the Instagram. This is me, Raja, right over here.
And he's the same as Uncle Ted.
Yes.
The same person.
How many times have I had this same question? I always laugh at it, man. Oh, man.
You know, 70% of the time when people join, they ask, the first question they ask, okay, who's Raja and who's Rakeel?
When they start calling you Raj, that's the...
Yeah, just to fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh damn! It's not the same person.
Oh.
Shit.
Rakeel.
know.
Something called Rakeel.
Yeah.
Now Ted ran the stream. So who runs it?
Yeah, I get that all the time. Can you send me this? I'm like, I don't run the stream. who runs the stream then? I'm like, the owner. Wicks don't lie. Message them. Oh, okay. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, you go over to McDonald's. Can I have a Whopper, please? Like, are you stupid? Like, does it look like Burger King? I mean, like,
Yeah, it's got to come with them pickles.
yeah, it's just, oh, where's your live stream? This is yeah, but that's not your name. I know, but I'm on there.
Oh, that was
okay.
loud.
Thanks. Yeah.
You said, I think you said go search the link, and then they were like, well.
Yeah, where's your live stream? So where do you live stream? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you live stream?
You got, yeah, it's like, I'm confused. Just...
I think the world is pretty confusing.
Oh yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if it's insanity. I mean, you can spin yourself into a dizzy if you actually take most people seriously. When I get like messages sent to me,
yeah.
I mean, I could send myself into orbit like within 15 seconds reading some of the messages.
I've had some crap this week.
Like people send me charts, Instagram DM messages. I'm like, I can't zoom in. I can't see anything. It's a picture.
Yeah, you can't zoom in anything.
You can't do it. Like, do people not know this? and it's not a picture of like 4 candles or like, you know, just one entry. It's like a whole chart for like the last like 6 years.
Yeah.
And there's lines all over it, and then there's some minuscule writing. And they're like, so what do you think? Like,
my response is always, looks good. Let's see how it plays out. That's it.
But it's just so funny. It's so entertaining. I'm like, man, you know, I just want, and the best ones I get is, I just want your opinion on this. I'm like, okay, it's great. Okay, thanks. I'm like, you know, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I want your opinion. I'm gonna take a trade when it goes down. Okay, then that's correct. Like, I mean, you're supposed to take a trade with a sell, and it's just. it's scary. Like I don't know what's your opinion. I mean, I'm not testing food here. Like I don't know. And it's always random people too that I don't know anywhere. And it's, you know, what's your plan? Oh well, you know, and this is the one I always get. This is the classic Instagram post of a plan. So I'm doing break and retest, and when it does the retest, I'm aiming for 10 pips. That's someone's plan. That's what I get all the time. I'm aiming for 10 pips on the break and retest. I'm like, okay, what time frame? The 15, 30 minute, and hour. I'm like, okay, so what's your stop loss? Like 5 pips. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know how this will work here. Well, so how would you do it then? I'm like, I don't trade that way. Oh, okay. It's like I'm confused. I don't know how to help people. I can't help.
But since I've done this, I've had more and more.
We get a Whopper Jr.
See what you guys see. And I've one the other day. Do you think I should join this broker?
Yeah. Oh, those are the good ones too. Yeah.
It's like, really? I was like, well, I don't know. I've got no idea. Yeah, if you want. It was on the lines of, do you think they were safe? I can't remember, something like that. And I was like, oh god. And then, like you said, trusting a complete stranger to make a pretty important decision for you. Genius.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just entertaining. I just usually have a good laugh. If I'm like I can't help you. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
I think I feel bad one not looking at some messages. I'll get stuck in them.
I look at all the messages that I get. I look at all the DMs, and it's funny because some DMs are just the best ones I get are, hey, can I ask you a question?
As the start. Yeah.
So what would you like me to say? No? What if I said no to you? So then what? Yeah. Those are the best questions. Those are the best DMs I get. It's opening. They've never messaged me before, and then the first thing they ask is, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I don't respond to those either. I leave those off. I just turn them off.
So you guys know what not to do. Don't ask a question. Just ask.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah. And it's funny because I don't understand what that mentality is of you're already invading my personal space by sending me a direct message. Why are you starting off with that? Like, obviously you want to ask the question, so just ask it. Like, ask for permission makes no sense in a text. You already have access and you're already reaching me.
I like that.
Yeah, you already stepped back the threshold there.
Yeah.
I gotta use that one, Ted.
Yeah, honestly, just when people message you and they'll turn around and say, can I ask you a question? No.
Not today.
Like, yeah, not today. And then people turn around, they're like, okay, thank you. I get that too. Okay, thank you. I'm like, all right, cool. That's cool. I mean, you're happy about that. All right.
That is like almost the equivalent of like somebody, you know, calling you up and then you say hello and then they say hello back. And then
yeah,
that pisses me off. It's like I am so tempted to hang up on people when they do that. Hello, hello.
That's similar to
Like,
people
it's okay.
that ring you and don't leave a voicemail. When you
pick up the phone and then you say hello and then they say hello back to you and then there's just silence.
Like, to start the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, like you called me, say something.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, how you doing or whatever. Just don't say hello back to me. Man, that pet peeve. Whatever.
We're gonna get this well straight.
Ladies, you know what not to do when you call Ryan. Just say you want Netflix and chill.
Hey, I'm married, so hey, stop with that.
Oh, you're married. Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
How long?
3 years with 1 kid, so I'm good for now.
Okay. I'm on 15. Been together for 20.
Oh wow!
Oh no, you get a clap, brother.
That's levels, man.
Yeah, that's
You get a clap for that, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Sounds so happy.
What the hell? How old are you?
81.
I'm gonna say you don't even look that old.
Black don't crack.
No, man, I'm turning 36 at the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Like 2 years older than me.
Kavan looks like a younger version of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Everyone says
Indeed,
that.
indeed.
Yeah. That's how I always know. I always know it's Kavan. It's Floyd Mayweather.
You didn't see the night when we went out when we were going into that club after with Matt and you guys, and the guy was like, "Hey, Floyd."
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah, I get it all the time, man.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to make extra money from trading, just go into impersonations.
Ted, you took any trades today?
The one in the morning with Raja when he said GJ was going up.
Okay.
I like gold buys above 1468, so I'm waiting for this retest to finish this whole liquidity grab, and then I'll probably take buys at that zone.
Okay.
Because what Raja's pointed out is this a liquidity grab? I 100% agree. So yeah, I'll just wait for it to fly back up.
You think at that point you'd have enough momentum to break 70 then, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be like what it did yesterday. Like between 10, like in the next 2 hours, it'll probably fly all the way back up, and then we'll be like, oh, we're back up there again.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. This is one of my students in the fluidity, Kevin.
What the hell is that?
Well, that's fake fluidity or what?
Knockoff fluidity. The bootleg version.
Yeah. No, it's the AliExpress version.
The AliExpress.
Yeah, GJ's turning to go down over here, man.
Yeah,
Look at
I
this.
think it's gonna break.
Look at the 1 hour. 1 hour made lower lows, lower highs, broke the low of the previous 1 hour candle. Oh, it's gonna fill this wick right now.
Oh.
145.40.
That's good because that means gold's gonna go up.
Signal, get ready. Get ready. Get ready to sell.
Sell. Full margin.
Yeah,
all right.
It's like it's pulling all the way back. If this hourly candle goes bullish, oh my head.
This is the liquidity grab here from gold.
If this candle goes bullish, oh boy, we're going all the way back up to like 1476.
That will be an illegal raid.
Yeah, if this candle makes the move that it looks like it wants to do right now, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yep.
We paid out.
It will be a big payday because that means the higher time frame candles will be going bullish, and then we're just we're gonna rock it up just like we did yesterday.
Yeah, it's gonna be violent though.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this too late in the week. But looks good.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do it like yesterday, like tomorrow. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought maybe a bit later in the week.
Yeah.
We'd have a day.
Well, what this is good because, like I said, this today's daily candle, we need a big tail on it so that we can then potentially drop one more time tomorrow and then rip right back up into the 1470s, 1480s. That's sort of the idea that I think is happening right now. Is this because this candle has no strength. This bearish candle on the daily really has no strength because if it was going to drop, it would have hit heavy. So all it's doing is doing a deep test into the daily range, and then it'll pull itself out.
Yeah.
I think we will need a daily close above 1471.50 more or less.
Yeah. So I think once we get above 1469, I'll be taking buys at that point.
14.
That is holding buys. No, I'm not holding anything actually. I'm waiting for it though, but I'm excited. This is what I like doing. I like waiting for these moves to happen so that I can jump on and grab them.
So, Ted, you're waiting for this.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this pullback is massive. It's huge for us. And that means all this junk over here, all this crap has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's it going? Over there.
Over there.
Over there. That's where it's going. So let's keep moving.
Yeah.
All right, GJ.
Like, I think this was your premium price right here.
I was just, I think, to be
Yes.
fair, I was looking, I think Simon said, I read it somewhere, he said, I don't know if he was joking, but he said buy something. When I looked, it's right down there then.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, see? I knew it. I knew it.
Simon's in buys.
I see it right somewhere, I don't know where it was.
1466.3.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, nice done. Nice entry.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same demand area that I bought in this morning.
Yeah.
We just need Trump to say something stupid and then it takes off.
Yeah.
Or China, one of the two, but China's sleeping right now, so I don't think they'll
they've
be
been
doing
quiet
much.
for a little while.
Yeah.
I miss Trump, man.
He's got a lot going on. Maybe he's just going to chill for a bit. It's about time he did something.
I really want this hour candle to go more. Like, if it continues to push, I think we're gonna have a great entry to come in to grab to go all the way up to 1474 at least. It's gonna be a very, very nice trade because all these orders are just getting grabbed right now. It's such a great opportunity. Like, we're watching a very good opportunity. This is the stuff I look for all the time. Like, this kind of massive rejection and already rejections at this point. This is exactly what you're looking for, because now what you've done is you've basically highlighted a huge zone that has to match up with this zone now. So when you think about it, you have parallels. So what you know is that you'll be able to turn around and take that push all the way up afterwards. So that's what I'm hoping, that this still has momentum. I mean, if it doesn't, obviously it's gonna, it's gonna go down. I
Yeah,
mean,
look, this 1 hour is going to flip dead.
Yeah.
My God.
This is where I get tempted to jump in early, but where
Good.
Simon's in a really good spot.
Gonna make some money. Gonna make some money. I'm waiting for this flip.
Jojo's already melted.
Because this is great, because now if the daily creates that huge tail just like it did yesterday, but the tail's it didn't go as deep, but it just came back into that liquidity area, that means for sure we're taking off into 1480s, 1490s. It just makes sense because when you think about this, right? So think about this, right? So this is just an hour candle. So this is your liquidity zone hour candle, and your hour candles are flipping, right? We're moving out of this area. And then, you have liquidity over here, you have all these little wicks. Think about that now on the daily time frame, and look at your daily candle and all the wicks to the left of your current candle where we're trying to leave that zone. So now visualize on the daily this zone now breaking out. So the idea is, when you're breaking out of that zone, where are we going? We're only going to go up. But now think about it on the daily. How much more of a range do you have on the daily as we go up?
Yeah,
you're going huge, because you're now leaving that zone. So this could be the first tap to leave this zone. So what'll happen is, if you're in entries right now at like 1464, 1465, when it gets to like what had happened today and it happened yesterday, is we got to 1474, 1475, and we ripped right back down into 1465, 1464. That's not a problem, because what you have to think is, you have to think visually what's happening with the market. The market is pulling back in to grab an additional set of liquidity to move up. And each time it dips a little bit less than previous. So if you look at the daily candle on Monday, you saw that the dip was all the way to 1457. If you look at the daily candle today, the dip is now less than that. So tomorrow there would be another dip perhaps, but it'll be even less than today. And then eventually the dips stop, and we eventually leave that liquidity zone because we've collected enough orders now to move to the next level. Technically, the next major liquidity zone on the daily is essentially 1500. I mean, if you think about it logically, you'll see a massive rejection at like 1515. That's technically where we should be heading off to, based on grabbing all this liquidity down here. And as you look to the left, we're in a huge liquidity zone. Once again, like we talked yesterday, you have August 6th, you have October 1st, and now you have this area over here like November 18th. So once we start to leave this area, it's gone. Like, you have enough now, and if you see the other areas when we've left, what's happened, we've gone right to 1500.
Yeah. That you said that the higher kind of liquidity area that you were looking at, was that based on the daily? Did you say?
Yes. Yes.
There goes gold is moving up and GJ is moving
Oh, that's
down.
fine.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
What a dick.
That. And GJ is gonna drop here as well. Someone asked what's happening to Euro USD.
Don't trade that pair if you like your account.
All right, gold up and GJ down. Oh, GJ's dropping.
What's your target, Ted, on gold? 1470.
Today my target will be about 1474. And then later this week I'm aiming for 1490. So I'm hoping to get this trade right now at 1469 and ride that to 1475 and hold it all the way to 1490. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Provided I don't get stopped out.
Yeah, I suppose you just watched that 80. Is it 82? Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only one I'll be massively concerned on.
Nice. So this was a liquidity grab, the final liquidity grab.
Raja was right. Raja saw it coming. Man, when you get that good at calling liquidity grabs, it gets scary because now you know what to look for, and you're like, buy all of that bottom range. Simon already did it. He's trading in 2030 right now. We're trying to trade in 2020. Yeah. He's already figured that out.
So I shouted it out, and I read it, and I thought, I wonder if he's just joking about. And I was looking, I thought, hey, it might well work out.
Yeah.
Oh, you read about liquidity grabs?
No, Simon's from the year 2030, so he already knew that was happening today.
Yeah, I got the almanac of gold.
Nice.
All right, GJ is gonna continue down.
The only thing with those liquidity grab, like, we don't know how far it could push.
Right.
That's just.
Yeah.
GJ has a nice range here, 15 pip range.
I think that would take it to the Friday close.
Oh, there we go, GJ. Come on. Oh, GJ's moving. Nice. Next 15 minutes should continue dropping on GJ. Can we get 140-500? Oh, there we go. Arrow.
Yep.
Arrow.
You're basically tapping into this. This is where you're tapping into. You're tapping into that zone.
Yes.
It's actually very clean. You're going right there.
Arrow fluidity.
Yeah, that's your tap right there. As soon as it breaks this part here, that's it.
I remember around a month ago, Roger didn't believe in liquidity grabs. No, as far as I think your analysis is wrong, I said stop hunts, not liquidity grabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. People twist words, man. Why? Holy shit.
I was talking about liquidity grab.
Stop hunts are what people call liquidity grabs when they get stopped out.
Yes.
Yeah. Excuses. Stop hunts an excuse.
Yeah, it is an excuse.
up bullshit.
Yeah, because they're saying all the market known, everyone had their stops below that level. At that level.
They noticed my 0.02 lot being entered.
Yeah. But it's just obvious where traders will place their stops below the candle. That's what they train you to do.
Yeah, every course you go on would say stops below the last candle or stops below this candle.
And that's what Roger be to place the stops below the candle or above the candle. You heard he said it on here.
But here, my stops were above the 15-minute candle.
See?
See, and now it's dropping.
So when the market pulls up and touch Roger's stop loss, because he knows he has it right there.
Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
That's why
You're gonna be in timeout, Kevin.
That's why I don't place my stops above the candle. I do.
25 pips above or below.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes GJ. 140,500 coming in hot.
Oh, and gold. Come on.
Oh, gold is pushing up.
There we go. 1470.
Gold's pushing up.
You're gonna make a fucking mint this month. Very fucking Christmas. I go to Vegas. I'm gambling with millions. It's gonna be so much fun.
Hey, Ted, might as well buy a new headphone too.
Yeah,
Yes.
buy a new laptop, Ted.
No, you know what it is?
Please,
It's because of the feedback where I am in my house. I have so many electronic things going. That's the problem. But I'll get more headphones. I'll get another one now. Jeez.
They get a wired one.
Yeah, I don't like wired ones though because I like to move around. Like sometimes I put myself on mute and go take a dump.
And
Still
then
like to hear the conversation though.
Then you press the button and hey guys, yes.
Thought I was the only one, man.
Nope.
That looks good and gold.
All right, new 15-minute
This is
candle.
amazing.
Oh man, this 15-minute will dump on GJ.
Yeah. I just closed my shitty positions on gold for like 36.
Holy. Look at this thing. What to watch, gold and GJ both. Oh my god.
This is what happened the other week, and it's like, damn it, I missed the one I was watching.
You can't do a half screen, can you?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Oh, oop.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the zoom's gone. Nope.
Oh, yeah, everyone's like, where do I buy?
Some could do split screen? No. Ugh.
Raquel's trying to do a split screen.
No,
right
but you could do split on your Windows screen.
Yeah.
Yes, because I got a big monitor.
Zoom split. That today's a big day, man.
Dude, we're.
I don't think I've seen a candle look that nice on gold before.
Oh man, GJ down, gold up. What a day.
There we go. A lot. It's like I'm watching the NFL on Sunday. I got 2 games going.
Yeah. Oh.
Winning the championship, man.
So this is a red zone.
Now here goes someone ask the correlating questions. Waiting for that. Who's in the background, dude?
What would you expect to look for on the new hour? So what would your...
A dip down and then probably continuation. If not, this will probably rifle through because what's happening is we're going right through this area right now. So this here should break up to here and then break to here, then break up to here. Those are where you want. And then obviously this is breaking down to here. So that's sort of the ideas.
I didn't know if you'd kind of be looking for maybe a lower support on that. Kind of along where we are now. And then...
I've been told gold and GJ don't have correlation. They don't have correlation. What you're witnessing here is yen and gold. The only reason why we have GJ up is because GJ moves faster. The issue will become what. So this is where you get confused with correlations, and I've explained this 10 times. What if GBP is strong? That means this will go up. But what if USD is weak? That means this will go up. So there's no correlation there. This is what you guys have to start understanding, is the correlation comes with essentially the yen pair. So the yen, JPY versus XAU, that's your correlation. Ideally, if you want to see the inverse correlation, you'd be looking at XAU because it's US dollar versus USD JPY. If you look at this versus XAU GBP, that's your correlation. Those are your correlations. Okay. So that's how you would do your correlation, or you'd understand your correlations. That's the bigger thing. So this is where people are getting confused. This does not have a correlation with this. Gold has a correlation with JPY. It just so happens that both the pound and the US dollar right now are weak. So that's why we're getting that correlation. So please, please, please learn that simple idea that it's the currency pairs that you're working with that draw the correlation, and they have to be the same. You can't turn around and say GBP is correlated with USD, because that's essentially what you're trying to tell me right now. It doesn't make sense at all. It just so happens, coincidentally, that the US dollar and the pound are both very weak right now in terms of versus a safe haven currency. Because there are instances where US dollar was very strong and GBP was very weak. So in this case, the gold would be dropping and GBP would be dropping as well. So just be mindful of that.
Oh boy. GJ is coming down 14500 reach.
Go, Ted, you getting gold, yeah?
On my way. It's coming.
What are you waiting for a close, like?
Oh, there we go.
And then a pullback.
My order just got hit.
Oh, okay.
Happy days today.
Tuesday, what a day, man.
What easy sells on GJ and gold buys going down.
And we thought we got the good trades earlier.
Yeah.
Monday, we thought we had the good one.
Oh God.
So now gold will just continue to rifle up, I guess.
Man, if you guys are on YouTube and you guys are enjoying the stream, give a thumbs up, give a like.
This YouTube stream is brought to you by Purina Dog Chow. Noah's Arcade. It's like Wayne's World. You're going to bring guests in? Noah's Arcade, we've got a new game. If you guys go into the store later, drink Pepsi. This stream is sponsored by Pepsi.
Whoa, look at that reversal on GJ. Yeah, this is when you stay out. You're like, fuck it.
Is that the next move, Rakeel? We got to start getting endorsements.
Yeah, I gotta get that endorsements.
So we're not allowed to say buy or sell until we give a shout out.
This trade is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Yeah. We can have a Goodyear blimp and stuff. You know, that as well.
Before we tell the trade, listen to this message.
Signals come shortly. GJ playing.
Yeah, GJ came down to that support area and then just reversed.
I think that's the same level as Friday open without having to go look at it. I can't. Friday close, I think.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about being fluid and taking profits. Like, you see price comes through a support, rather than holding, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna, secure profits or whatever.
Rakeel, you took GJ.
No.
Okay.
I've been cheerleading all this time.
Yeah. You were so hyped, I thought you took it.
No, because I was happy it's working.
Okay.
I took 2 trades, GJ buys and gold buys early in the morning. And after that, I've just been sitting around.
And Rakeel,
Hey,
how do you knew that this was the last liquidity grab, or what made you think that?
because Ted has been talking about these liquidity grabs, and I've heard Simon talk about liquidity grabs sometimes. So I was just like, okay, if this is coming down, and if the 4 hour is creating, the previous 4 hour was bullish, so the first half hour of this 4 hour candle went bearish, right? And 4 hour had no top wick, so I was like, okay, yeah, you know what, the 1 hour makes sense to have this last liquidity grab.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, so I kept the 4 hour in mind.
Yeah, that's key, no?
Yeah.
For your analysis.
Is GG a buy now? Question mark. Man, wow.
What a makeout.
The good buys on GJ was when it came into that wick range. So
Yeah.
Like at the bottom there, because Rakeel, you obviously you were talking earlier about that's your target, right? That's the range.
Yeah.
It's dipped straight into there, and you can see what's happened. So anyone that took buys down there, then you're doing good.
That's where I took buys in Asian yesterday and held it over.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna save everyone lots of trouble and anxiety, and I'm gonna log off.
What?
Yeah, what?
Not allowed.
Right, let's see where gold ends up today.
You're not allowed.
We're calling numbers.
1475.
We're gonna vote you off the live stream, Rakeel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, who wants to do hosting?
Oh wow, I got 21,800 subscribers.
Where? On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
That's good work.
You said 28,000?
21,000.
21,000? Oh wow.
Damn.
When does YouTube send you the plaque?
At 100,000.
Oh shit.
Yeah, long way to go.
Long way to go, but
that's the goal. 2020, 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
How much subscribers do you grow a month? Does it show you?
Yeah, let me check here. Let's take a look.
Plus all the podcasts that you hey, one thing you do, man, like in your podcast, you never plug yourself, man. Never.
What do you mean?
You never plug yourself.
What does that mean?
Like, oh, you guys could find me on YouTube or find me, you never plug yourself, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I plug myself from YouTube and Instagram, but I never plug myself from the Market Fluidity website.
No,
Okay.
but when you do other people's podcasts, you should be like,
yeah,
you should be big, say you can find me here, you can find me there.
Oh, those are in the show notes.
Yeah, but motherfuckers don't read the show notes.
Yeah. That's true. They don't even read the description here. Yeah. All right.
Leave it for the determined people to really find out where he is.
Yeah. These are my stats. So 2,000 in the last 28 days.
That's wicked, man.
That's pretty good.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's natural growth.
I'm gonna have to start paying for some advertisement on there.
Yeah. Actually, YouTube is paying me here.
Maybe a broker will pay you.
Yeah. For October, I got $7.90. For November,
That's a little.
Yeah. That's not bad. It pays for equipment I buy for the streams and stuff like that.
That's the thing.
Yeah. September was.
Yeah, but the thing is
600.
that he was gonna make it for Zoom.
Yes.
So why not add in that income?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since I had the YouTube channel, I made 3,800. Most of it was in the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, we gotta get that. We got to get that up to 90K a year, man.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? You see this $12 here? Okay, so let's just go to, remember, you see this $12, right? This is based on like the click. I mean, I don't know what this is, but like if someone accesses this stream, let's say from the Australia or the US, this increases. But if someone accesses this, let's say from India or from like a developing country, then this number is very, very low. Because
I think it's cost per million.
yeah, because the advertisers get less money from a country that's not economically developed.
Makes sense.
And also your sector, you're in the finance sector.
Yeah.
So those advertisers, they pay more.
That's
exactly.
I never knew it was that analytical. Cool.
Damn. Those.
Yeah, it's a lot of science here. You got engagement.
Engagement. Your engagement is down, buddy.
I don't even know how this shit works. I just turn on the live streams and then that's it.
But there you see how the people find you and all that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, you need to Google how to engagement. Maybe that will increase your followers.
You see the country, the age of the people.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let me see your average. Damn, 18 to 24. What? Okay.
Oh. Wow. This is per country.
Yeah.
What's the biggest country on there?
US.
States.
Yes. Yes. Motherfucker.
Hey man, some people said you're probably not supposed to share that stuff, by the way.
Oh, seriously?
Well, it says in the chat. I don't know myself. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't share that.
Why?
It's personal.
It's not personal. I don't think that's personal at all. I mean, I think it's something. I think everyone is very inquisitive about this stuff.
It's very interesting.
Oh, it is. It's extremely interesting. Like if a big YouTuber came and talked to me, I would be interested to see his stats. I mean, it's just interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how people find you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, especially if you're using it as a business, for example.
Yeah, and if you look here, this is the average view duration.
Not cool at all. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
India needs to make more of an effort. That's 11 minutes. That's not good.
What's your boy in India? What's his name? The one that always talks about the grass.
Oh, did not.
Yeah, that boy needs to come and spend more time.
Yeah, he needs to promote us out there.
Everyone in the 20-minute viewing zone.
Should we get out of GJ? Question mark. Man.
You know, that's a drawdown.
That's a drawdown question.
But Rakeel, every time I want to replay your videos, they have an average of 3,000 views.
Oh yeah.
Like you posted like 3 hours before.
Yeah.
So it's really good numbers, man.
Yeah.
Definitely shows value.
Come on, read the Zoom chat.
What's that?
Read the Zoom chat. The group chat. Read it.
Yes.
Everything, yes.
I'm gonna drop those K. I'm gonna drop those once I hit 4K. Those gems.
Nuggets.
Tell Rakeel to promote me.
I'll give you a shout out today.
Damn, I remember Rakeel accounts first started with like 2,000, 3,000.
It's 40,000 now.
It's fucking 40,000, dude.
It's crazy.
Dave, you really got on a hat? It's not that cool. My buddy's in Canada freezing off his balls right now.
Oh, what's the temperature in Canada right now?
Well, it's -4 here last night.
Oh, it's 2 degrees. It's good weather.
That's good weather?
Yeah.
You won't find me outside in 2 degrees.
Yes, 3 degrees.
She said 2 degrees.
So,
And I was complaining about 18. Funny.
What's 2 degrees in Fahrenheit? Hold on. 2 degrees in Fahrenheit is 35. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what we got.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
You know, cold is when it's 5 Fahrenheit. That's cold.
Yeah, when it drops to in the 40s and 30s, people don't go to work in Florida. People call out and everything.
Damn. Bunch of pussies over there.
Yeah.
Whatever. Burner's probably on the roof freezing his balls off right now.
My man's gone to work.
Soon.
Like an icicle.
Keel, I took that sell on that fake out on EJ.
Yeah, nice.
I took it before I asked you about it.
Oh. Nice, man. But look, it played out. Couldn't break up.
Well, I closed at the end of that 30-minute with no wick.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't like that. So.
Nice. What was your entry?
Hold on. Around 120, 438.
4-3. Oh, nice entry, man.
Nice work.
Very nice entry. Yeah, after that 15-minute close bearish, I mean, all 15 minutes just started to go down. That was a very nice entry.
Now at that 1 hour support, if we get a break below that, close. Because look, like I said, looking at the daily, I still think we're gonna go. If we're not already, let's see. Yeah, we're bearish now, but I want to close below 120, 165, and then I think we got that big range to go down on that daily candle.
Hey Ted, did you get another entry on gold?
I did.
Oh, I'm up 10 pips already on gold.
Oh.
My buy. Oh, now 13. My buy order was executed.
I've considered taking another one at like 6.
Oh, because I got another entry on 1469 flat.
Yeah, I'm at 1469.31.
Nice. Yeah, I got another entry in around there.
Yeah, I considered it, and I didn't take one when it got down to like 68 again. I got halfway back up, mid 69s. Break even though, so you know.
Oh, it's gonna fill this range up the top, no problem.
I'm proper excited, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the 15 minutes size for me.
What's the first target? 1473?
1475.
75.
Mine is 1473.40.
You could probably get 1472 is a very safe target. 1472. But I mean, I think at this point, 1475 is a very, very good target for this long term.
Yeah, nice. I think you feel that whip on the 15, the highest one.
Ooh, so that was a liquidity grab. Look at that. Damn.
Good call, Raja.
Yeah, man. Good spot.
Simon got it perfectly.
I know. I told you, he's from 2030.
I would have paid attention to what he said in the chat, because I found it. I scrolled back and I was like, oh, that's where it was. Looked at the time and I was like, yep.
Yeah, do you know what I was? Because I got. It might be a funny way of thinking about it, but this is so that was like the premium entry in London. Yeah. So I always think, okay, right, New York traders have just sat down at their desks and they're like, oh, fuck you, London, I want that trade.
Yeah.
So they push price back there, they get in, and then obviously it shoots off.
Makes sense.
But again, it comes down to supply and demand. That was the demand zone.
Yeah.
Like it just tapped into it again, and off it went. That's just the silly thoughts that go around my head.
That's right, it's having confidence in your views, man. I think that's like same as that zone. Taking buys down there is, you know, it's pretty ballsy in my opinion. But I mean, it's, you know, if that's how you trade, that's brilliant. Using that and being confident in your zone. But
now the daily is living the nice tail to the downside, like Ted said since yesterday.
You want this to move?
Looks really good.
We're holding that support now at there's a nice support being formed right now at 1464, 1465, and I think that's it now. If you look at the way the structure of the market is, we have this drop here, Came up, dropped down. Now we're just going back up there.
If you were thinking on a longer term basis, Ted, the 82s or whatever we said, 85, whatever it was, would you be considering taking a position now and then holding, using, say, that support as your stop loss for a longer term?
No. What I would be doing is I would be waiting to see how we react in this area here.
Okay.
And then I'd be looking to take entries there, and then having my stop over here, knowing that I have an entry over here. This entry will push up here and then spike up probably to here, and then we're going to drop back in and then continue, right?
Oh,
so that's what you would try and do that.
Yeah. And so you kind of add a second position higher.
Yeah, if I was going to do that, I mean, at this point, I think we're safe now. I think this daily candle is going to do what it's doing right now.
Good morning, everybody.
So,
hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi,
Is Iron Man?
Pikachu. How are you?
Pikachu.
Pikachu. So I accepted your challenge, Pikachu. I was waiting for you. You didn't show up.
Who's that? That's Iron Man? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like Iron Man. Yeah.
See, this gold is good. 15 minutes closing bullish. The next one has the more higher probability to continue up.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to close above that previous resistance.
Ted invited him to dinner, and I accepted his challenge, and it's weird. He's just not.
Well, I mean, people always want to talk so big, and when people do that, I say, well, let's go out to dinner and tell me all about yourself, and no one ever accepts my invitation. It's always the people that want to learn that accept my invitation. It's never the people that talk shit about me that accept my invitation.
I'll accept your invitation to dinner, Ted.
That's cool. There was actually only one person in Toronto. One person in Toronto actually accepted my invitation. He's a quantitative trader. And I told this story before. He was destroying me on Instagram, like just going after me all day. And I said to him, I DM'd him. I said, listen, I said, if you have this much to say to me, let's just go grab drinks or something. And we literally met up at Moxie's because that's where he wanted to go drink. And we sat there talking, and we went through everything, and we were talking about sort of trading and our career paths and everything else like that. And by the end, he's like, man, you're a cool guy. And now he's no longer on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that my Instagram is Iron Man Futures Trading Pikachu. I will be live once they get off this stream right now. I'll be live for the next 2 hours. You want to come on there? I accept your challenge, but you won't show up.
No, I think Pikachu wants to. I think he wants to build his own following, so he's doing that for clout.
I will definitely let him do that. Come on there and we'll have some fun.
I know.
Is he on the YouTube stream or?
Yeah, he's on the YouTube.
Who the hell is Pikachu?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just trying to figure out.
But he just wants he wants attention. So he's doing this because this stream has a lot of attention, and I think he's trying to build his own following, or he's selling something, so he wants everybody to show up there.
Well, I will give him 20 minutes on Instagram Live, and he can sell whatever he wants. And if people are stupid enough to do it, that's perfect.
Yeah, but I think if you kind of do that, you kind of like, I don't know. I just have a problem with that because it's like, okay, I'm gonna troll and hopefully somebody notices me. It's like, what about like the people that actually done the work to get where they are right now? Like for instance, Rakeel. I mean, I'm pretty sure Rakeel wasn't trolling. I thought he just put in the work to get where he's at right now. And then when you kind of give it to him, it's just like, it's not like, I don't know.
Take that back. Rakeel is just king of trolls, man.
No, but like, okay, like on the flip side of things, he'll troll whatever. But what I'm saying is like the type of person he is like, okay, he trades and then he'll probably troll the person, whatever. But like, he doesn't go on other people's streams and start, hey, you suck as a trader, blah 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 blah. I'm saying like, the type of person that he built himself up with, with the help of Ted and I guess whoever helped him on his journey. He put in work. This guy is just doing it for clout so that he can sell whatever. I don't think that when you give him that recognition, it's kind of like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, let that guy work his ass off to get where he needs to go. Don't give him any type of clout. And maybe that sounds selfish from my point of view, but like I just don't believe in that. You're gonna
Yeah,
piggyback
see,
off of somebody.
I'm a little bit different because I want them to come in and hey, come in and show me what you have and expose yourself. I'm more the expose yourself person. Two different strategies, right? Different things.
I guess. Yeah.
Oil, holy cow, oil. He's doing this for every single viewer. You're such a saint.
No, I sent him a Zoom invitation so he can come on the mic and we can have conversation. Maybe there's something we can learn from him.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. People don't want to talk, but then they just type in there. What are you afraid of? I would love to be around and just voice my opinion on people's streams. Be entertaining.
Oh, he said he got it and he's installing it. This could be. I mean, this is entertaining. I'll get the popcorn.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say. I'm really curious now.
I am too.
I bet he won't come on here. He's not that brave.
I hope he does. I like hearing.
I hope he does too. I hope he does too. I just want to. I want to see what he has to say. I'm very.
He's
curious.
He's about to say internet went down or some shit.
Don't give the man excuses, bro.
It's reverse psychology.
He's gonna say that Trump tweeted and he can't come on now.
Or somehow blame Obama. I don't know.
He's not that brave.
We had this.
No. See, yeah, keep egging them on, guys. Let's go.
Hey, remember we had this.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't come on. He won't come on.
Damn, how
Hey,
long
the
does it
markets
take
are boring
to...
right? Hey, the markets are boring right now. This could be entertaining. This could be pure entertainment.
How long does it take to install Zoom on your dial-up, bro?
Yeah, the man probably has Zoom in 5 minutes.
AOL dial-up.
Yeah, we've had lots of people come on. I mean, Raj has invited everybody. Like we've had like Obanix and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, we get lots of people coming in. They always like to come and talk, and we learn stuff. And then they realize that we're not bad people, and why are they trying to attack us?
Or remember we used to troll Obanix all the time, but when he came on Zoom, we're like, man, this guy makes sense.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have a stream. No, it was on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who was that. Yeah.
Obinks.
Did we ever have? Do we ever have the guy who called himself Godfather of Gold on here?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, Raja invites everybody on.
Who's that, Dimitri? Oh, Dimitri.
He's a black guy that lives in New York.
Yeah, Dimitri Wallace.
Okay, I don't know. The one that took the picture of the one that took the picture of the jet.
Yeah.
I talked
with
to him.
the old chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him. He's a pretty cool guy.
But I just wanted to see him flying in the jet. He took a picture and then walking back from the jet. Come on, man.
What, the Bow Wow challenge? The Bow Wow challenge. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Him and his dog flew on a private jet.
His dog named Fifi.
Rakeel, get that guy on here, man.
We're waiting. He's still talking in the YouTube chat, but he's not coming on the Zoom.
Oh, man.
Honestly, Zoom takes literally 2 minutes to download.
Not even.
Dude, you don't even
Not
have
even.
to just do it from your phone, dude.
You can log in on the website.
Yeah, dude, he must have a Samsung. That's why.
Hey, I got a Samsung.
Samsung S10.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Samsung.
Oh, that's right. He's not an iPhone guy.
No, exactly.
What? But you got a Mac computer, Ted. How come you're not an iPhone guy?
You know what? A couple of guys on.
He's still installing Zoom.
Yeah, a couple of guys that I hang out with all the time, and they'll randomly send me messages, and they send me pictures of a MacBook. They're like, "We're buying you this for Christmas." I'm like, "Don't! I'm gonna throw it away."
Didn't you say your
Where's this guy? Where's this guy in the chat? I'm in the chat. What's his name?
I don't know, Pikachu or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
which I mean, I think sort of shows your age if that's your screen name. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I mean, any grown man wouldn't name himself Pikachu. like, I mean, that just, I don't know. It's just.
Hey, Ted, feel free to sound like a dick.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I mean, you're roasting me and your name's Pikachu. Like,
I know. Come on, man.
It's still fun.
That's a cute name for a guy.
Nintendo Switch is gonna take a while.
Dude, I dare you, dude, to come on here.
I do too. I'm praying. This will make my day. It really will.
Dude,
He won't do it. You won't do it.
Cash app you $50 right now to come on here.
He's not coming on, man.
He's not doing it.
He's not doing it.
He's
No balls.
He's not coming on.
Let's start raising the funds.
He's probably this one kid who won his first trade, and he's like, yeah, these guys don't know nothing at all.
He's probably a Bitcoin trader, actually.
Or maybe he trades
penny stocks.
Now he disappeared.
Yep.
Oh, Pikachu.
How do you? Can you tell that he disappeared?
Pikachu.
He went back in his Pokeball. That's what happened.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
His teacher took his phone at school.
His mom picked up the phone on his dial-up. Yeah. Mom, put the phone down, Mom.
Pikachu, do you know what's AOL, dude?
See, for Eurocat to be a...
Pikachu was born because his father broke the condom. That's funny.
Hey, we gotta respect people here.
Oh my god, come on, dude.
It won't get carried away again.
Well,
Tell
darn
we
it.
are in a trading channel out.
I thought for sure we were gonna have some fireworks.
Yeah. So sad. Alright, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go to the gym here.
Now Pikachu's gonna say he installs Zoom when we head off.
Yeah, yeah, stupid.
That's
Ah,
right.
there
I'm gonna go live on Instagram. He can come see me.
Alright.
I just got stopped at a gold.
Oh, crap.
Take care, everybody.
How many?
All right.
All right,
Take
it
care,
easy.
everybody.
Take care, Rajab. Shukriya, man.
Shukriya, shukriya.